Wow.
Hello and you fuck.
Well, time to try that again.
No, fuck it. Go.
No.
Hello and welcome to Theta Guild. I'm Sean. I'm joined as always by Brendan. Hello, Brendan.
See, you say always, but this is
Fuck
my
you!
first time
Don't no.
being
That's
here.
not an invitation. That's not an invitation for a long sentence. Devin. Hi, Devin.
Hello, it's me. I don't know.
Josh.
For this character.
See, now I want to
Nope,
come up with a long sentence.
Fucking everybody, you say hello and you move on. Hi, Josh.
Hi.
And Chad. Hi, Chad.
Hello, and I move on.
Thank you.
We're having a domestic over here, so don't worry.
Okay. Today, we are playing a one-shot in a modded version of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. It's free. You can look it up. Just look up Star Wars 5e. It's called that because it's a Star Wars mod for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. The session title is Star Wars The High Republic, The Dantooine Conundrum. I'm Sean. I said I'm going to be leading this train wreck into the ground. It's hard to lead a train wreck into the ground, but I'm sure you can imagine how we're going to do it. Before we go in, because I do have a crawl written up for this, before we do that, I want each person to introduce their characters. I gave them 30-minute warning that we were going to do this, so I'm sure they're all going to have
Not enough
excellent. Okay, you took like a fucking hour, so I don't. You extended the time, Brendan.
I specifically said I am running late. I will be there as soon as I can.
Well, thank you for that, Brendan. For that, you will be the first person. Introduce yourself.
Oh. Well, don't you think it would be more appropriate if the Jedi Master went first and then his Padawan?
This is a learning experience for you.
A learning experience for me?
Yeah.
Jeez, I got stage fright. All right. So I am a Jedi Padawan. My master is Chad, who will probably get introduced sometime later. Who fucking knows?
We'll see.
So, my name is Suromak. Very hard to pronounce. So I am a young Cathar Jedi Guardian, who has just become Master. God.
Real is
Real.
settled on.
I'm his first. That is Chad's character. I'm his first Padawan. I'm being sent to continue my training on the Starlight Beacon in the Outer Rim, but Chad and I, we first have to travel to Dantooine to settle a land dispute. So go turf war, if you will. So I have a thirst for knowledge with the Force, and this has gotten me in a bit of trouble in my younger years on Coruscant. But you know what? Those old stinky masters, they don't know what they're up to, man. I wield 2 blue lightsabers, and I have dedicated myself to learning and being more proficient with said dual lightsabers, and that's me.
Amazing. Thank you, Padawan Mock. Let's go over to our resident scientist in the group. Josh, why don't you introduce yourself next?
Hi, my name is Dr. Tin Waback. I'm being sent out here because I wanted to try and study some of the infrastructure and equipment, further my own studies. Have to take these 2 force-wielding friends with me. Although I would much rather just be here to do my job and not have to.
Is there something on your mind, Doctor?
I'm not gonna. Look, anyways, I'm just.
Padawan, but I can detect your bullshit from a mile away.
Oh, that's great. I don't think I
Oh
asked.
my God.
We're off to an incredible start.
Anyways, so I'm set to leave Coruscant at the Republic's Defense Coalition's request. They asked me to bring these guys along with me to Dantooine, then go on to Starlight Beacon. So I'm just mostly trying to keep my military contacts happy, and just trying to study the stuff without these guys weighing me down too much.
Amazing. Joining the crew is a soldier. That you always got to send a good soldier along with you, just in case things get a little a little weird.
Good soldiers
So,
follow orders.
Well, yeah, exactly, because good soldiers follow orders.
Okay, all right. Devin, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm a Zabrak Republic soldier on my way to the Starlight Beacon.
Would you like to say your name?
Do you need to know?
Yes.
My name is
Kind of a
Sergeant
pointer, eh?
Zadra. Is that how I should pronounce it?
Zadra, that sounds good, yeah.
I finished command training on Coruscant, and I'm going to meet a new squad in the Outer Rim. I've been added to this mission at the last minute to assist them to travel to Starlight with them. I am proficient in melee combat and convenient on the battlefield.
Convenient. Are you
And
a
finally-
7-Eleven? Like, what do you mean by convenient?
Just say you'll want to have me nearby.
Okay, so
Finally.
7-Eleven. All right.
Finally, the some would say the de facto leader of our group, but the group might not agree with that statement.
De facto leader. I'm the one taking you people
Chad?
out here.
Why don't
Somehow.
you introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Jedi Master Broadrail, and I am a Nautilon Jedi Sentinel who was originally stationed on Coruscant. I recently chose Suro as my first Padawan, and we're being sent to resolve the issues on Dantooine. Then we're going to be heading to the Starlight Beacon for our permanent appointment. I know Suro passingly enough to have chosen him as my Padawan, but this is our first actual mission we've had together, so I'll be interested in getting to know him better. And our other two interesting fellows along for the ride.
Hello, I'm Sergeant 7-Eleven.
That's incredible.
All right, now I'm gonna talk for a little bit.
That's generally how that goes.
Time for background.
Exposition dump. Exposition dump.
Before we get fully into this, there is some things that you guys should know. I have a primer. I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as possible. But so essentially, it's a golden age. Hyperspace scouts expand the reach of the Republic to the furthest stars. Worlds flourish under the leadership of the Senate, and peace reigns, enforced by the wisdom and strength of the Jedi. With the Jedi at the height of their power, the galaxy is confident in their ability to face any problem. Jedi Master Broadrail has departed Coruscant, taking his new Padawan Cyril Mach with him to the Outer Rim to begin his training. They are being stationed on the recently constructed Starlight Beacon. But before going to Starlight, they are to solve a land dispute on the planet of Dantooine. Sergeant Zadra has been tasked with assisting them before joining his new squad on Starlight. Dantooine is responsible for a large amount of food production in the Outer Rim, and the Mattel family is responsible for a majority of that. They claim that the much smaller Sandral family is encroaching on their land and will halt all of their food sales to the Republic if they do not intervene. With the situation escalating, the Republic could not afford to wait for a transport to send their ambassadors, so the Republic Defense Coalition reached out to Dr. Tin Woback, a skilled scientist on his way to the Starlight Beacon, and asked him to fly the group to Dantooine first. The good doctor agreed, wanting to keep his good reputation. Unfortunately, in other parts of the galaxy, some things are happening. In the Hetzal system, a tragedy has struck. A freighter named the Legacy Run exploded in hyperspace, and the shrapnel emerged in the system. The Republican Jedi responded quickly, and under the combined leadership of Jedi Master Avar Kriss and Admiral Pival Corona, they were able to minimize the damage done and narrowly avoid the complete destruction of the system. Then, the next day, more debris emerged in the Abdelis system and killed 20 million people. Immediately, the crew of our crew here, this party, received a transmission that Supreme Chancellor Lena So has ordered a closure of hyperspace in the area. The crew was close enough to Dantooine that they made the decision to continue their journey in real space. It's been 2 weeks, and the ship is finally an hour away from arriving at their destination.
Well, this has been a treat.
Damn, 2 million people? Sheesh.
20 million.
20 mil? Wow.
A piece of shrapnel exited hyperspace and then impacted with a planet at light speed, or near light speed.
Oh, that would make sense, okay. Well, how big are we talking? Are we talking like,
It doesn't matter. It was going near light speed.
Big enough.
I'm just saying, because depending on how big it really is, it could have burnt up when entering the atmosphere of said planet. But with its massive acceleration, it all depends. But obviously, it's a very large piece.
All right, we're actually going to get into the session now. I'm going to read the opening crawl, and then we are going to begin. This kind of hits on a lot of what I just said, but I wrote this, fair warning, I wrote this very much intending it to kind of be like a Star Wars episode or movie.
No, don't do that. We're going to get banned.
So keep that in mind. But yes, the music starts. Star Wars, the High Republic, the Dantooine Conundrum. The galaxy is at peace, ruled by the glorious Republic and protected by the noble and wise Jedi Knights. As a symbol of all that is good, the Republic has just launched the Starlight Beacon into the far reaches of the Outer Rim. This new space station is a ray of hope for all to see. A group has been sent to Dantooine by the Republic to resolve a land dispute that threatens to cause a food shortage that could destroy the Republic's efforts. And with that, the crawl fades away. You're just left with this, empty view of space until a small shuttle flies past, and we follow it to reveal the massive green planet of Dantooine. Now, you guys have all been traveling, like I said, for 2 weeks in real space, unable to jump to hyperspace.
Mm-hmm.
So how has your 2-week journey been?
Bad.
Yeah, no, being stuck in a box with 2 Jedi and a very grumpy engineer doesn't really seem like a fun 2 weeks.
It
This
hasn't been
ship
all
is
that
great.
pleasant.
It's got enough room for me. Not for me and 3 people.
I've just mostly been quietly sitting in my corner.
As have I. I've been studying and just, doing typical Padawan things such as meditating, practicing with my blade, and probably irritating the mad scientist on board.
At least you're sitting in a corner and not messing with my stuff.
Perhaps I could do
So,
some digging.
Engineer. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So, engineer, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
How many men can this... I'm pointing to a piece of, farm equipment. How many men can this kill?
What?
I mean, if you lined them all up, put them in front of it, started driving forward.
Why?
Hold on, is there like a 1920s John Deere tractor just sitting on this rinky-dink ship that barely
It
is
sounds
enough
like something
room for
Josh.
3
That sounds like something Josh would have, actually.
It really would.
The Jedi Master just pops his head out of his fucking room and goes, "Why?"
That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah, I just.
Oh,
I mean, it's heavy. You could... I don't see why you... There's better ways to use this than...
It's just a question. I'm curious sometimes.
Mm. Okay.
Sergeant, why would you pervert something that is so clearly meant for the feeding and care of others into something to kill instead? Why decrease life in the universe instead of add to it?
I mean, Master Jedi, you know that, there are tanks that look pretty similar to that, right? It's not really a
Hold on a
perversion,
minute.
it's just a reuse.
Are you telling me that Josh somehow managed to put an
No, I'm just saying that farm.
Stormtrooper
I'm
tank?
saying
What is
that
that, like an
farm
LA
equipment. I'm saying that
lab?
farm equipment and tanks are quite similar in the grand scheme of things.
Because I was gonna say
They're made out of metal. They have wheels. Wow. They're the same thing.
Because I was
There's a
gonna say,
resemblance, uncanny.
if this thing is barely big enough to put 4 people, maybe because of the fact that
Good
there's
point.
a fucking lat tank just crammed in there.
Good
That
point.
would be why.
There's a tractor.
It is a rather large piece of equipment for a ship this small.
Oh my god.
Well, it's a ship this small that only has me in it normally, so it's not that much space.
Well, we appreciate your charity in agreeing to take us as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do
don't mention
appreciate
it.
the assistance.
Just need to land.
We're almost
Oh,
there. We can literally see
speaking-
the planet.
Speaking of that, Dr. Wobeck, you've been
No.
piloting the ship for the last 2 weeks, but really
Yeah.
That doesn't mean much when you're just flying through a void of nothingness.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're approaching Dantooine, though, it is time to work for a living. While you begin your approach, what are the rest of you doing as we are now getting close to the planet?
I'm checking on my few possessions that I have. Generally looking around.
Yeah,
I'm just I'm making sure that I have everything that I brought with me, and that I'm all good to go, and trying to look for a good spot to, like, I guess, brace myself for when we land, because I don't really trust his piloting skills.
Yeah, I'm sort of trying to get a read on how confident the good doctor feels about our descent onto this planet and his skills in doing it.
I have descended onto planets before.
Wow, the name the NPC thing got used a lot quicker than I thought it would be. Okay, so yeah. So I'm mainly just like cleaning up my vibro lance. And making sure everything is in working order. I don't expect there to be bloodshed, but you gotta be prepared.
Of course.
So I'm like taking apart the vibro lance and putting it back together to make sure all the parts are there.
Good. Dr. Welbeck, as you get into your seat and you begin your landing process, it isn't anything that's difficult for you. You've done it a million times. You do, however, have your navicomputer, your little screen next to you that spits out a bunch of information about the planet. Is there anything specific that you would be looking for as you near your destination?
What kind of information does it give me?
A lot of information.
A lot.
Ask a question.
Ask a question. So there's farms. This is a place with I guess a good deal of farming done on it. Is there particular crops that are like grown more than others on this?
That's a great question. Wheat.
Wheat. Nice.
Wheat,
Nice.
potatoes.
Space wheat, space potatoes.
Perfect. All that ever really mattered.
It collects, like, the navicomputer collects location stuff, like where the planet is in the galaxy. Day length, year length, numbers of moons and stuff, climate information, points of interest.
I'd be looking at maybe the climate information and also the day length.
It has a 25-hour days, 378-day years. It has a temperate climate. It's like similar to Earth, I would say. Lush forest, green landscapes. It's a nice place. Some water, some lakes. No huge bodies of water, but decent. You guys, lot of land. You guys are heading to the Kunda settlement. They're going to be expecting you, so you just, whenever you're ready, you can just make your descent down there.
Yeah, I think we're all prepared.
Mm-hmm.
I am prepared. However, the question is our pilot prepared?
I'm so prepared to get off this ship.
All right, so you guys descend down towards Dantooine. You fly down. If you look out the cockpit window, like I said, lots of fields, some trees, a nice breeze blowing. If you can tell from the way the branches are moving.
If you look out our starboard side, you can see a lovely sunrise coming up over the fields. We are landing in the middle of a wheat field.
You
We're
guys
looking at
are
a nice brisk 60 degrees today.
You guys aren't exactly landing in a wheat field. You are landing not in a big city or anything, because there's only one city on Dantooine. But there are a bunch of smaller settlements. You guys are landing at the largest settlement, the Kunda settlement. It's very small. It has a landing port, though, which is more than most other settlements. Luckily, it's also very close to the Mattel estate. It has a landing port. You would see this as you approach. It has an administrative building, some shops, and stands.
So it's like the more developed settlement, if you will.
Kind of. Nobody lives at it. Everybody lives off in the fields.
It's a trade
Everybody has
depot.
Oh, it's the trade
it's
hub.
where people come to for town meetings, for trading. It's the
square.
center point. Yes, but because anybody that goes to Dantooine is there pretty much to farm. That's really the only thing you do there. They do spread out. But that is where the local government is stationed.
So a predominantly agricultural society then.
Yes.
Okay.
The breadbasket of the Outer Rim. That's why I was thinking the same, Doctor.
And you guys come in, land, and you're set. You're set to disembark and set out on your adventure.
I wonder if they make hardtack here.
Well, we can certainly check.
Stuff's delicious, but generally you only get it in military barracks.
It's wheat, it's grain as far as the eye can see. I'm pretty sure they've figured out every way to prepare it. And
yeah, but most people look down on the lowly hardtack.
well, I mean,
Break some race's teeth.
I guess. Yeah. I just nod at the sergeant. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, where are we headed?
So as you guys disembark, you step down your ramp. A short soldier runs up to you. They run up to you and they go, oh, we didn't know when to expect you. You were supposed to be here weeks ago.
Well,
yeah, but then they closed down hyperspace.
Yeah.
Oh, that would explain it. Well, Governor Adair is on her way. We really didn't know when you were going to be coming. We figured you might radio ahead, but
is our presence here a problem?
No, well, we did call for you, so no, it definitely would not be a problem. When we called, well, we're really hoping that you can get out there as quickly as possible because things have only gotten worse over the last 2 weeks.
Worse in what way? I understand the basics of the situation, but fill me in on what has changed.
Well, I don't, get away from the base very often, but from what I understand, the Mattels are ready to just send in a force and wipe out the Sandrils. So, we're on the verge of a battle here, and it's Dantooine, man.
Oh, great. This is why I prepared the Viper Lance.
Hopefully we won't need that.
Well,
bring us to the governor.
All right, follow me. I'm Lieutenant Circle K.
Lieutenant Circle K.
It's nice to meet you, Mr.
It's
K.
nice to meet you, Mr. K.
Sergeant 711.
All right.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
You guys follow Lieutenant K?
Yeah, we follow Lieutenant K.
Yeah.
Lieutenant K leads you guys to the administrative building, and as you enter, it's a one-story building. It looks nice for where you are, but you're in the redneck part of the galaxy, so it's not saying much.
Mm-hmm. You know what? They're homey people.
You walk in.
Lovely if humble dwellings.
You see just an entire staff of people trying to clean this place as quickly as possible. They are just constantly cleaning. And you see an older woman, gray hair, wearing very nice clothing, too nice for the place that she lives in, snapping at one of them. Now they're here. The representatives are here. You must hurry. We're not going to look like backwater slime.
Oh,
Oh,
trust me, the Jedi have been in filth for the past 2 weeks. We're fine.
Oh, hello. I am Governor Adair. Welcome to Dantooine. Welcome to Kunda.
Filth generated by themselves. Hi, I'm Dr. Wobeck here to study some of the
Oh.
equipment, help settle the dispute with here representing the Republic with my pals. I turn back, motioning to the 3 others.
Yes. You're the pilot. I understand. But where are the Jedi?
I step forward and gesture myself. Master Broadrill at your service, ma'am.
Oh,
And this is
Master.
my Padawan, Suramak.
I turn to.
It's a pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
I turn to Tin and just go, "Don't even try."
Oh,
We may
Master
not-
Rial. It's so good that you were able to make it. I've been petitioning the Jedi Council for months, and I'm just glad that somebody finally is able to help.
It seems like a serious situation. We don't have much information. How did this whole dispute start?
Okay,
Sean, you
thank
can
you.
deny them if you
Thank you,
want.
No, I'm gonna make it work. I think I know where. I think I know where I can fit that in. Well, she straightens up and she snaps her fingers, and somebody runs over with a data pad, and she takes it from them. Well, I don't have all the specifics. Mr. Mattel is in a rage, but what I do know is that he came here screaming about how the Sand Rules were taking his land. They wanted to push him off the planet. I don't know. Between you and me, he's a little paranoid. Mr. Mattel is the patriarch of the Mattel family, and they are very wealthy here on Dantooine. Maybe not to your standards, but they pretty much supply this section of the Outer Rim with food. Their massive farms just do all of it.
I nod sympathetically.
With the blockades, and with the blockades, the situation has worsened since we originally called for you, because we can't transport food right now. So that means that when hyperspace is open again, we're going to need to give food to the rest of the region rather quickly, and we won't have that food if Mr. Mattel does not play ball.
That is quite the problem. Well, we're not diplomats, but we are ambassadors of a sort, so hopefully we can help in some way.
Oh, I believe in the might of the Jedi, your goodness. I'm good friends with the Enclave here on Dantooine, and I have the utmost faith in you. Oh God, Maverick, get them. Go get them one of the shuttles. Mr. Maverick here will go collect one of the shuttles or one of the speeders from nearby, so that you can use it to make your way to the Mattel grounds. The governor, or the governor, the Mattel family is holding a summit at their compound. The Sandros will be there. Many of the people that live around there will be there. Their staffs. It's all going to culminate, and hopefully you can make it before they start.
Outright war, of course. All right. We'll be swift then.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mr. Doctor, Engineer, whatever the hell you are.
Yeah.
How are you at driving?
I'm gonna pretend like you didn't ask that question.
All right, you can.
Did they
do
bring
the
the
way
speeder
in.
over yet?
You hear, "Clear the way! Clear the way!" God, Maverick, you gotta slow down. Okay, the speeder's here. Maverick almost took me out with it, but you know how the kid can be.
Yes, we do. Now.
I motion Chad over to sort of like off to the side to speak with him privately.
I follow.
Master, are we going to have to fight with the locals?
Hopefully that will not be necessary. The ideal outcome here is that we can resolve this dispute peacefully, but especially if they're marshaling armies, it could get complicated.
I bring Mr. Maverick aside.
However, Master, these seem to be two hostile groups, and if conflict does, arise, wouldn't it be our job as peacekeepers of the galaxy to resolve said conflict? And wouldn't the best course of action be to resolve the conflict with conflict?
Swiftly.
Resolving conflict with conflict can be effective, but often it only breeds more problems. I think the most important thing to start with here is to gain as much knowledge as we can. Meet with both the aggrieved parties, learn everything we can about the situation. There is no ignorance, there is only knowledge, young Padawan.
I understand.
I bring Mr. Maverick aside, and I go,
yes, sir.
You like driving fast, kid?
It's a hobby.
It's a hobby.
You know how fast starfighters go?
I've never gotten the chance to fly one.
I just put like a fucking what's it called? A business card in like any pockets he has, and just goes, I have a bonus ready for you if you want to join the
Are you playing a fucking military recruiter?
He just sits
I
out-
step
he
over to
sits-
Maverick. I step over
he
to our
just
boy
stand-
Maverick.
He stands outside the local academies in Coruscant. He just goes, "Hey kid, your mark's not doing too well. We're always looking for people in the Grand Republic Army. You want to fight alongside, the clone troopers? Maybe even get a spot on the 501st. Fight alongside Master Skywalker. Come on down to the office, kid. We'll get you signed up right away.
We'll pay for your college as long as you survive.
We'll get you into the best academies here in Coruscant.
You
We'll
just
get you
want
to
to
a good
drive? All you got to do is drive.
You like driving, kid? How about you drive a lat tank? We'll drop you down on the fields, into the Dust Bowl of Geonosis. Push a factory with the boys."
A bonus, you say?
Yeah, bonus.
I step up behind the sergeant and I pat him on the shoulder, kind of trying to get him to step to the side as I step up to Maverick here and hand him a business card of my own, and I say, buddy, I specialize in certain equipment to, I guess you would say, trick out speeders like this to handle some of the jobs around these parts. If you're in need of something to modify any speeder you may own to better serve the efficiency of the work out here, give me a call. And remember, war is temporary. Agriculture is forever.
I could take the bonus from you. He points at Zadra and use it to trick out a speeder from you, and points to Dr. Wilbeck. I'm gonna go enlist tomorrow.
You could definitely do that.
I walk past them and I just go, as long as it obeys the galactic rules of traffic, then it should be fine. And highway regulations and starway regulations.
I'll go
All
enlist
right.
tomorrow. Good job, guys. You've just ruined that kid's life.
Hey, that was the
I
two
tried
of
to
them.
turn him from
We
the
did
path of
nothing.
war. I tried to turn him from the path.
It sounded like you were trying to take advantage of his bonus he was about to receive.
So essentially, to kind of water down what they just did here, they just went into the local town hall into some backwater town, and some poor kid who's just trying to make a living got offered, come join the military, which is probably what you were going to do anyway, because you can't do anything else here unless you're on a farm for the rest of your days. Or I can give you the biggest redneck flex of all, which is a souped up speeder. So you can
could give
so
you
at th-
The
I
big
think-
wheels for the tractor.
exactly. So at like 3 a.m. you can come in, and just gas past your neighbors and wake everyone up, and everyone will know who you are.
All right.
It's not about the flex, it's about maximizing efficiency.
Efficiency of what? Being
That's
an
farming.
asshole?
Hey, Kay, Circle. Look what those guys just told me about. And Circle and Maverick walk off together.
Oh, what have you done?
All right. Well,
It's okay. It's an era of peace. You guys aren't seeing that much combat.
Oh,
I mean, there
guess,
is the
fair enough.
whole legacy run exploding in hyperspace and killing 20 million people thing, and more every day. But
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
More.
that's it. Oh yeah, no, the emergencies are continuing to happen.
Oh, good.
That's wonderful.
But nothing you guys have to worry about.
No,
I
no.
think eventually we're going to need to worry about it.
Why?
All right.
Because we're
Brings
going
up
to
a good point.
I didn't say that in character. Anyway.
Solange.
No.
All right.
Wait
So-
until I run another session. I'm going to brutalize you.
All right, you guys have sent that poor kid off to his death and procured a speeder in the process.
I get on the speeder, realizing that I did not do a good job of swaying him from the path of enlisting in the military and just sticking to farming. Okay, you guys getting on?
Yep.
Indeed.
Of course.
All right. Everybody got what they need? Weapons, rations. Good.
The person that yelled at Maverick when he pulled the speeder in walks up. All right, here's a data pad. It's got the location of the summit on it. It's a pretty big place. You shouldn't miss it. I think the governor told you the main compound for the Mattel family. From what I understand, the summit doesn't start until tomorrow, so you should be able to get there in time to ask around before it happens. But good luck and remember, we're counting on you.
Thanks.
We will do what we can.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty dismissive.
We're
We
trying.
will do everything in our
they're
power to solve
trying.
the
I'm
problem.
more security, honestly.
Well, good. You guys leave?
Yes.
You guys depart from the Kunda settlement. It's only like a 2-hour drive to. I say drive. It's a speeder. You're hovering in the air. It's still kind of driving. It's like a 2-hour drive to the Mattel compound. It's a very beautiful locale that you're driving through. Let me just give you guys a view of what it kind of looks like.
Hey, wait a second. Isn't that...
What?
Nothing.
That's Dantooine.
Looks
That is
really-
actually Dantooine. It is Dantooine from one of the Star Wars tabletop game source books.
oh, no, it just looks like the Tree of Life.
As you guys travel through the large open fields, the wheat kind of moving to allow you to travel past, you guys see these giant flying creatures that have like fin-like wings flying overhead. There are large, the best way I can describe them are green deer, but they've got huge spiral horns on them.
Cool.
And some kind of cowish mammals that are wandering the plains. Do you guys it's a 2-hour trip. Is there anything in particular you're looking out for?
It's dead
I'm just-
fucking silent.
It's dead silent, and they can't. I'm up in the driver's seat. They can't see me. I am grinning from ear to ear. It's the beautiful scenery, and I don't have to listen to these people.
Um,
I don't think we're looking out for anything.
Wolbeck, you're focused on driving, right?
Yep.
Can you make a perception check?
Oh
Oh
no.
no. Oh, why do I have -1 to perception?
You're
I would,
not
I would actually also probably be keeping an eye out for things too.
Yes.
All right, why don't you also make a perception check?
I will also be making one.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm.
The heck?
He's just vibing.
What's the +4?
What?
Oh, I think that's one of your abilities.
Tell me everything.
Oh, I will tell you
Well,
everything in a
Chad has
second.
disadvantage on that. That uses
He does.
Chad's disadvantage.
So it's a 14
What is-
then.
What is? Let me see if I can
yours.
fix.
Thank you, Ryan.
Let me see if I can fix whatever that is. Global skill modifiers. Where is that? So you guys are looking out. Honestly, there's not much out there. That's what it is. Those are enabled for some reason. I don't know why those are there. Anyways, that should have fixed it. Let me make sure. Why is it still doing it? Anyways, you guys are oh, it's right there. Okay. You guys are looking around. There's really not much out there. It's open fields. You do see some very big dog-like creatures with very sharp teeth, very large, sharp teeth.
Oh boy.
Kind of sneaking up on one of the cow-like
I
creatures.
remember what? Okay.
And they lunge out of the wheat, and the three of them just pounce on this creature and bring it down to the ground.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, good trip.
Yeah.
You guys,
I was gonna say, I'm like holding the vibe. Is it open air or is it like?
yeah, open air.
Okay, I'm like holding the vibro lance out a little bit and like eyeing any animals that get particularly close, as if I'm just gonna fucking spear it if we get close enough to one. But we never get close enough that I think it's like I decide to actually follow through.
Yeah,
So,
these
every so often my arm will just go up a little bit and then lower back down as we get away from it.
you get the feeling that if you were walking, these animals would attack you, but the speeder scares them off.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well, that's fortunate.
It's machinery.
So you guys arrive at again, these images are just to give you general ideas of what the place
I
looks
know
like.
Exactly.
Very cool.
Dragon Ball Z.
But this isn't exactly what you see, but you do see big open fields, lots of farms stretching as far as you can see. The largest farming operation that any of you have ever seen in your lives.
Brings a tear to my eye.
I'm starting to see how they can feed the entire Outer Rims.
Mm.
And as you approach, a two single seat speeders zoom in from the sides, come up alongside you, and one of them shouts to you, Dr. Wilbeck, authenticate yourself.
I'm Dr. Tin Walbeck, here representing the Republic, here to help with the border dispute.
Oh, you got the Jedi with you?
Yeah.
I give a
Alright.
friendly wave.
All right, well, you can deal with Mr. Mattel. All right, follow us in. And they zoom in. One of them zooms in front of you, and the other one comes up behind you, and they kind of lead you towards a big parking area outside the main complex.
I follow them in.
Good.
I have gone from being actually pretty happy about seeing all the stuff around this wonderful farming planet to immediately back to just as grumpy as I was when I was on the ship with all these people.
Not a fan of people, Josh?
No.
You guys arrive. Lots of people are also parking their speeders. There's guards on watch everywhere. A large amount of guards for what you would expect from Dantooine. The reports, or what you were told about the Mattel family gearing up, definitely seems true. You notice most of the people arriving, they don't look super fancy. Whereas the governor seemed like she was kind of making up for the fact that she was the governor of an area on Dantooine. Everybody else seems pretty comfortable with who they are. These are important people, but they're important people on Dantooine, and they know that.
Yeah.
So you guys arrive at the parking area. It's outside of the main compound, and you see a line of people lined up at the gate. entering, and guards are like asking them for identification as they go in.
There's a whole line of how many people are we ahead of or in front of or behind the line?
You are behind. You are parked. There, people get out of their car or out of their speeders. Cars out of their speeders, go up to the front of the compound and enter its line.
So it's like getting into a rent fair.
It's kind of, yeah. It's there's a fair amount of people, lots of families and their workers.
Right.
Not like a ton of people, maybe 100 people in the line.
I've never seen such a fortified farming compound.
Yeah, they take stuff seriously out here. It's well, it's gonna be annoying. So I have the vibral lance at the ready. I turn to the two Jedi and go, I am basically your security detail. I will act first, but if you act, I will follow up with prudence. Other than that, try not to get into any big fights because I will have to fill out paperwork, and I do not want to.
That shouldn't be a problem.
All right. I turned to Tin and go, paperwork for the both of us.
So do you guys make your way to the line?
Oh yes.
All right, so you guys enter the line. It moves pretty quickly. If you look ahead, you can notice that like some people just get waved through. The guards seem to recognize them. And you reach the front, and a guard holds out his hand. He goes, "No, not you guys. You guys don't just get to walk through." And he goes, "All right, identification, please."
You two
Dr.
can handle this.
Tin Welbeck.
No, Tin. Just
Please.
put them in front.
You're just casually shoving us to the front. I hold out my identification papers as a Jedi.
Respectfully, sir, I don't really need to see that. And he looks down at your waist, where you have your light.
Light? What?
Light.
Light
I mean,
speeder?
it's not. No, it's a light.
Light lance.
It's a pike. It's like a pike.
Yeah, light pike.
Yeah, it's like a long metal. I guess it wouldn't be at your waist. It'd be more probably on your back.
On my back. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a long pike, and that's. And then he looks down at Soro's lightsabers. Those are good enough. Good
We're here
luck.
to negotiate the dispute that's been happening.
And he steps to the sides, allowing you two Jedi to pass through. And then Zadra and Wobek, as you guys attempt to follow, he steps back in front of you and goes, "Identification, please."
I present my identification.
There was
Eagerly.
Dr. Tin Wobek.
Yes, sir.
And what are you doing attending this summit?
I was sent by the Republic to help settle the border dispute. Also, I'm here for research on the equipment and infrastructure.
They sent you
Yes.
to help settle a border dispute.
Yes.
I walk up, put my hand like in front of them, just go, he's their pilot, I'm their security. Let us through.
Can I see some identification?
Are you military or are you on the island? Sorry, planet.
I'm private security, sir.
The name is Sergeant Zadra. I am, and I show military ID.
All right. Okay, go on through. But, Doctor, I wouldn't ask too many questions about the Mattel farming equipment. Mr. Mattel is very, very protective of his wealth and his tech.
Trade secrets.
Trade secrets. Thank you, Master Jedi. I've always wanted to meet a Jedi.
Well, it's very nice to meet you as well.
Trust me, it's not that great.
Okay. And they step to the side, allowing the good doctor and the sergeant through.
Ah, good.
May the force be with you.
May the force be with you.
The response isn't always with you, I think. I don't know.
I just nod my head and walk past. Just kind of.
Man, we just met Jedi. So you guys have entered the
You
compound.
want to see my lightsaber?
Wait, whoa, really? I don't know.
I just kind of like. I
not
just kind of
like a-
open the cloak real quick and just like flash it to him and then just walk away.
Overblown vibro sword.
The
You guys
lightsabers are a holy weapon of our order.
Yes.
You you guys enter the compound, and it's so the compound is the big wall that you guys went through a little entranceway through the wall. Big wall surrounding it, and then there's a street, a bunch of buildings, alleyways leading off the street, and the street leads dead ahead to a very, very large building that you can only assume is the estate of the Mattels.
Cool. So I assume we just go in, unless Tin wants to go around snooping on fucking farm equipment.
Oh, snooping on farm equipment. I'm not looking to get stabbed, so I'm gonna hold off.
Well, I am technically here if you want to go snooping, but I'm technically their security, so you know.
Yeah,
Priorities.
we'll stick here. You know, we'll the opportunity will present itself. We've got
Sure.
time. It probably will.
We should
I
probably
hope.
establish a relationship with him first before
Exactly.
anything like that. Especially since he seems very distrustful of outsiders, and that is by definition what we are.
Yeah. See, it's not about just, taking the tech secrets. It's about trading secrets.
Fair enough. Let's get this bread.
So you guys
What's wrong?
approach the estate.
Yes.
You guys approach the estate. They wave you guys through, noting the Jedi robes and not really wanting to start something. You enter the estate.
Who says we can't just gut them and walk away?
I mean,
Zoro, no.
We're in
no
the
one
Dust
could
Bowl. No
stop
one
you.
would know. There's plenty
There's
of
a
weed
lot
we
of
could
people
just
here.
Zoro, bad
There's
Zoro.
there is plenty of wheat around here. They could just fertilize the field. We're giving back to the community.
He has a point.
Well,
I actually can't believe you just said that.
I didn't say that in character, you muppet.
Okay, that's what I thought. You responded in character.
I know. It was good.
Devin is actually force sensitive and can read thoughts. So
But we won't find that out until an after tweet.
yeah,
After
yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
news come out.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it'll
yeah.
be a Reddit. It'll be a Reddit
Yeah,
post.
yeah.
There we go.
Whoobek, I have to tell you something. Anyways,
We're back. We're back.
Thank you, Brendan, for picking up on that.
That is my
so-
entire character arc over 3 days. Anyway,
So you guys enter the main estate building, and people are off to the side chatting to each other. Everybody has a very worried look on their face. People are scared about what's gonna happen. There's a bunch of side rooms. There's 2 hallways. So you enter into a big room. 2 hallways lead off from the left and the right. Directly ahead is the entrance to what you presume is the main speaking area, the main audience chamber, if you will.
yes.
And then there's 2 hallways that go off to the left and to the right that lead to other rooms and such.
Can I notice anything down those hallways?
You see more people talking, and you see some soldiers guarding what you would assume are entrances and exits.
All right. So we're just cleared to go ahead. Let's just go right in.
Yeah. Let's get this show on the road.
So as you enter the audience chamber, you see it's a big room, big square room, doors, the door you entered, door to your right, door to your left, big kind of in front of you is like a bunch of computer equipment, kind of a podium-esque thing. It's like circular, and you step into the middle of it. Nobody's in it, but standing in front of it is an older man and another older man, but like in your 40s older man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
one dude looks like he's in his 60s, the other dude looks like he's like 40s, maybe almost 50. And they are arguing, and everybody in the room looks very tense.
All right. You two are Jedi.
What are they arguing about?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Would
start
you
by
like
just listening
to-
in.
Would you like to listen in?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Dr. Wobeck, can you just make a perception check?
Ah, yes, my high stat.
You, Dr. Wobeck, Zadra, you as well.
I will also be making one. Must.
Me,
DM.
Here-
Zadra?
Yes, yeah. Zadra and Suro make a
I would
perception
like to
check.
take one if possible.
You don't have to.
Oh, neat.
You're a Jedi Master. You've got this.
Mhm.
They're pretty loud. It's all right. The older man is yelling at the younger one. First you come for my family, then you come for my land. I'm on to you, Sandral. I know what you're doing. You're not gonna take down my empire. Mattel, calm down. You're acting crazy. Nobody came for your family, and I'm not encroaching on your land. You've called this entire summit, and you put us on the edge of war just for your delusions. And they continue to go on, but it's the Sandral's trying to kind of calm down Mattel a bit. Mattel just keeps stepping towards the younger man.
Okay. Well, we should probably intervene then. I turn looking to the rest of the group.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr.
Yes.
Jedi.
Intervene.
Indeed, what's the worst that could happen? And I,
Sandral, you will stop what you've been doing. You'll stop this jealous pursuit of my power, and you will leave me alone.
I
Mattel,
lean into Tin and just go, I really wouldn't if I were you.
What?
With the whole farm, I wouldn't even ask.
So, just to get
Maybe
a better,
Sandral's got something useful.
just to get a
I
better
don't know.
perspective, Sean.
Mhm.
What all like the area that we're kind of in right now is? What else is around us, if I can ask that? Is it just like this main room that's in front of us, or is it sort of like a smaller hut off to the side or something?
It's a big open room, and there's like this podium thing at the front, some
Okay.
computers, and lots of seating around the sides of the room for other people, and
Okay,
people are
so
in their
kind of like
seats
what
looking
yeah.
nervously.
Okay, so just kind of like what you would think of when you go into a town hall kind of meeting. So like
Yes.
a stage with a podium and a bunch of, you
Yes.
know, the local tax-paying citizens that can't
I'm-
drive. Okay.
All right.
Can I do? I want to make a perception check to look, just kind of scan and survey the room and see if I can notice like anything out of place, if that makes sense, like anything suspicious, you know?
Go ahead, make a perception check.
He has advantage. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Too
Oh
bad.
no!
I think he would have used up his second perception on that or advantage on that last perception.
It would have been the
check.
last one. So okay, so I don't see
Yeah.
anything. So good.
Yeah, no, you look around and you're new to this. You're not
Yeah, I'm not-
fine-tuned to politics. You don't really notice
costly.
anything.
I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, I would like to walk up and begin walking towards the stage and sort of focus and try to note the effect that has on people as I'm walking through the middle of them.
That's a Jedi. Is that one of the Jedi from the Enclave? No, I've never seen them before. I don't.
Enclave here.
I also motioned to Zoro to follow me as I'm walking.
There's another one.
Yeah, go
that
follow,
that
go
would-
follow him.
there's definitely no Nautilons or Cathar at the Enclave. I've never seen these two Jedi.
I am also close in tow to my master, as you know, as it goes.
I am
Excellent.
at the corner of the room, eyes on watch, not absolutely not like
Hey, you a Republic trooper?
depends. What's it to you?
Nice.
Okay.
And he holds
cool.
out his hand for a fist bump.
I fist bump and go, cool.
You are talking to one of the guards.
Is it like
One of
Marcus
Mattel's
Phoenix?
guards. You can tell.
Nice.
Nice. I served. Didn't see much action, but looks like I got out just in time.
Yeah. That seems like you did.
So okay, so
if you ever want back
so he's just your neighbor across the street that's in the National Guard on the weekends. He doesn't do anything and works at GameStop during the day. And he's Linus.
He's Linus.
I'm standing over with the sergeant because I have nothing else to do.
Yeah, I'm just.
And I pass this retired soldier one of my cards and be like, don't.
No.
Yeah,
War is
no, trust
temporary.
me.
Agriculture.
Don't
is
worry.
forever.
I've signed up a couple men in my day. I'm not gonna fall for that shit.
Great.
We come here to settle a land and food dispute. And Josh and Devin are just scalping the competition of the local area. And Devin is recruiting for his, mercenary course and things. Josh is just like, don't join the military. Buy really expensive, overpriced, souped-up farm equipment.
It's not overpriced. It's reasonably priced for what it is.
Okay.
Zadra, standing in the corner as you are and getting a nice view of everything, you do notice a lot of workers. You easily are able to, very quickly, I should say, are able to distinguish between Mattel workers, Sandral workers, and just workers for all of the. You can't pick out like. You can't really pick out like the the workers for the other people that are here. There's enough different smaller factions that you can't really put a pin on their insignias, but you can tell who's a Mattel and who's a Sandral pretty quickly.
Ooh, cool. And what's the numbers looking like? Is anyone outmanned, or are we sort of...
The Mattels clearly outman everybody else. You are in their base, so it's to be expected. The Sandrals did bring a large number of people, larger than you would expect.
Tin, actually,
Yeah.
mercenary, what's her name?
Oh.
Mercenary.
The
person that was talking to you,
guard,
the guard.
That's a man, Devin.
It's a mercenary.
Oh,
said, "What's
Ryan,
your name?"
what's up?
Okay.
Yeah, so
Look, I had to fucking come up with a name really quick.
what's the plan if things don't go well on your side?
He narrows his eyes at you. What do you mean?
I am here as a security detail to protect the Jedi
And the scientist.
and the scientist. So I need to know what the Mattel's plan is if fists start flying.
I'm not sure I'm authorized to share that information.
I'm here with two goddamn... Okay, yeah. Tin,
Yes.
what do you have in case fists start flying, in case stuff starts going a little downhill
Business
fast?
cards.
I'm glad you asked.
Not in front of the mercenary, actually. I don't trust this.
Yeah, what do you have?
I have my sharp wit and...
Oh, great, we're fucked.
No, okay. I'm saying,
I might be bringing down a gun. I call it sharp wit.
No, I'm standing, like, you're between me and this mercenary dude.
Yes.
And I say I have my sharp wit. I say kind of bumping against you, kind of bumping my hip against yours, and you can feel the handle of the vibro dagger that I have strapped to my belt. And my
Okay, cool.
excellent piloting skills, I say, kind of tugging at my at the sleeve of my jacket.
Roll insight to make sure I understand what the fuck he's talking about.
to try and show him the I have this wrist blaster thing.
Yeah. So
To show him the wrist blaster I've got.
Josh, could you roll
Devin-
a stealth sleight of hand check, please?
Devin, you definitely can feel the vibro dagger, but go ahead and roll insight for me to see if you pick up on the wrist blaster.
Oh my lord.
11.
Oh well, he's got a great sleeve.
Got a great sleeve.
Very clean.
Is that a
Alright.
vibra knife in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Actually,
It's a vibro knife. I'm not happy to see you.
Great.
Yeah,
Well,
fucking gremlin.
great. At least you have something. The Jedi can handle themselves, probably, but, you know, I am technically here from the Republic to defend them.
For the Republic.
speaking of the Jedi,
Aha!
have reached the Mattel and Sandrel yelling at each other in the middle of this very, very, very it's a nice room, but they're treating it like it's a nicer room than it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you get what I mean.
Yes.
Shit,
Did they notice us as we approach yet?
The Sandrel does, and he immediately bows to you, and Mattel cuts off mid-yell, turns and looks at you and goes, "Oh, great, the Jedi are here."
As you requested, to be fair.
Oh, I didn't request anybody.
As was requested. So,
Yeah,
what exactly is going on here?
what's going on is that Nurik is trying to steal my wealth and my empire. Alan,
My empire.
Alan, you need to calm yourself. You sound crazy.
It does seem that things have become a little elevated. How about we take a step back and go over the facts of the situation?
All
Just-
right.
The number one thing I'm missing right now is information.
Well, Nurik here is trying to take my money. He's trying to take my land. He's jealous that I've been here longer. You know, Nurik here. Nurik, you heard from my son lately? Not this again, Alan. I'm telling you, I have no idea where Shen is. This delusional old man thinks that I've kidnapped his son in some sort of extortion racket.
We'll have you.
Sorrow.
Why would I do that?
Well, if you look at the context of the situation, we are in a predominantly agricultural society, and gaining leverage over your rival family, over lands, that could pose a tactical advantage for you, and thus denying it, getting more of the people on your side, boosting your morale and boosting your case and your side, overthrowing his and putting you in a position of power.
I knew calling for the Jedi was a good idea. Not only that, listen, Master Jedi, not only has he kidnapped my son, he also sent droids.
I've turned to Sorrow as he's saying this, and I'm just giving him a look, like eyebrow raise. and then I turn
Through
to
Jedi telepathy, he's calling me every name in the book.
The Mattel droids, or there were Sandrel droids located near this compound a couple weeks ago.
All right. Well, since we're all trying to resolve this, let's, for the moment, move forward as if your son was not kidnapped by Sandrel, right? If that was the case, is there any other reason you can think of why your son might have disappeared? Plausible or implausible?
He's a good kid, and I don't know why he would have. There's no other reason I can think of.
What are his interests?
Well, he likes to go out riding. He's very interested in the business. He's gonna take over for me one day.
Oh, of course. Sounds like an excellent son. You said he was interested in going out riding. Are there any threats or dangers in this area? The wildlife, perhaps, or bandits?
We don't have much in the way of bandits, but I'm sure you saw the Cath Hounds on your way in.
We did. They were very effective at taking down a large horned creature.
Are you trying to imply that my son was killed by Cath Hounds?
Not in the
It's
slightest.
a very plausible scenario.
Sorrow.
Well, Master,
us-
he's insinuating that his son could either have been kidnapped, but there are many factors that could go into account. His speeder could have, whatever he was riding could have died on him. He could have fallen off, hit his head or something, or he could have just been attacked by a pack of these calf hounds. You said it's a very
My son was an excellent driver. There's no way that he would have crashed, and he knows better than to go lurking around where the calf hounds dwell.
Of course.
And there are no threats in this area other than the calf hounds?
Again, we don't have much in the way of mercenaries.
All right.
Can I hear them talking around from where I'm at, Sean?
Can you hear who talking?
Can I hear Mattel talking?
Not their conversations, but there are plenty of people in this room.
Okay. Because I was just kind of going to look around the room. Don't have much in the way of mercenaries.
Yeah, well, they don't have much in the way of independent mercenaries.
Okay.
Yeah. Are there any other conversations going on in the room?
Well, you guys are standing behind two female workers, two women that are sitting very quietly. One is a Mattel, one is a Sandral,
Okay.
and another male worker walks up wearing an insignia of a family that you don't recognize, one of the smaller families, and goes up to the Sandral worker and goes, I see that Miss Rahazia did not join her father on this trip. And the Sandral worker looks down and she just goes, well, Mistress Rahazia has been very isolated recently. She did not feel like attending the summit.
This is some Romeo and Juliet bullshit.
Can I ask something, Sean?
Yeah, go ahead.
Could I possibly
I heard
roll
that smile.
to see? Could I roll to possibly see if I can overhear this conversation? I know I'm far away, but the Jedi, we have pretty good
Roll perception.
hearing. Hell yeah. Doggers. Crit fail. Aha.
You heard what they said, yes.
Excellent.
The two the Sandral worker continues and she goes, but it's Rahazia, she really should have attended ever since what happened with her brother, what happened with Cassus. She's going to inherit the family now. She should be learning, but that's none of my business. Yeah. None of your business. We're just a couple of workers talking. You ever think we fit the stereotype a little bit too much, gossiping? And the Mattel worker chimes up, I am not gossiping. Thank you. Do not put yourself in with me.
Well, it seems like there might be more going on here, Tim.
Tin. Dr. Tin.
Yeah, okay, whatever you say, Tim.
Tim's.
It's supposed to be an easy mission. They closed down hyperspace because some stupid ship crashed. Now I gotta deal with this.
Alright, Tin. I don't know, I have a bad feeling about this.
Absolutely.
Why would you have a bad feeling about this? It's just been an hour and 15 minutes with no combat.
It's just been an hour and 15 minutes with no combat. Yep.
Everything's fine.
No, he said the classic Star Wars line. He said.
I turn to Sandral. All right, and have you had any problems recently? Your friend is accusing you of desperation. We should at least assess if that's the case or not.
I haven't had much in terms of monetary loss or anything, but I did lose my son a few months ago.
You as well? Wait, you've both lost your sons.
No, I haven't lost my son. This bastard kidnapped him.
All right, both of your sons have disappeared. Correct?
Yes. Cassus has been missing for a while. think he's probably gone.
Do you have any guesses about his motivation?
He never wanted to inherit. He just... I don't know what happened. I will admit that the droids that Mattel was talking about were sent here because I thought maybe there was a possibility that well, Alan here had kidnapped my son, but nothing came of it.
So you both your sons disappeared, and you both came to the conclusion that the other one might have been involved since there's no other threats in the area.
I mean, no offense, Mr. Mattel, but you're obsessed with growing your company. It's not that crazy to think that you would take my son to try and weaken my claim to the little bit of land that I have. And it is not a wild idea that you would kidnap my son to get my giant land that I have.
How about we move forward to avoid all-out war, assuming that neither of you have kidnapped the other one's son, all right? It seems rather irrational that one of you would then kidnap the one son and then accuse the other one of kidnapping their own son. Are we agreed? It seems much more likely that something else is involved. The fact that you both have the same complaint, actually, in my opinion, gives a stronger claim to both of you that neither of you were involved in the disappearance of the others. Does that make sense? Why accuse the other person of the crime?
Start fighting.
Bring more suspicion upon yourself.
I guess I could understand that. It seems very sensible, Master Jedi, but I don't know where Shen is. I don't know where your son is, Alan.
Sorry, the names of the sons are Shen and...
Yes, Shen Mattel and Cassis. It was Cassis Sandril.
You believe him to be...
It's been months. My son is gone.
Okay, Cassius. Okay. So the sons did not disappear at the same time?
No, my son disappeared months ago. Poor Shen only went missing a few weeks ago.
Did they know each other?
No, they were different ages. If you'll excuse me, Master Jedi, I'm going to retire to my rooms. I'm feeling tired.
Of course,
I
I can understand.
you tomorrow for the well, yes, I'll see you tomorrow. And Sandril walks away. A couple of his guards form up behind him, and they leave the room.
Well, if he truly believes his son is dead, then I can understand his distress. I turn to Suro and say that.
So what do you think, Master Jedi? He's got the motives.
Well, you both would argue that the other one has motives, but I think it's a little too soon to say. I think we need more information. I think the least likely option is that either of you have done anything to the other one's son, but are we agreed that while we're in the process of mediation, you won't make any overt hostilities towards Sandril?
Nothing is going to be decided until tomorrow.
I suppose that's the best we can do in this situation.
It's a bad answer.
Speaking of answers and people speaking, let's cut back to you, Zadra and Wilbeck. What are you guys doing? Well, you guys see the Sandril Patriarch leave the room, followed by his guards and some of his workers, but some stay around and they chat with the other workers. Friendly conversations.
my head has been on a swivel.
Sorry, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Make an investigation check, Zadra.
My head has been on a swivel and my hand has been on a vibro lance. Investigation?
Yes.
Not exactly golden.
No, but you're a skilled man. You do notice one peculiar thing.
Okay.
You do see a male Rhodian who has been going around talking to different people in the room, talking to different members of all the different families and such. And you see him kind of look at the Sandril Patriarch as he leaves, and then he walks out one of the side exits.
Okay. I would very much like to follow him if possible, since it's the only interesting thing that's happened this in like the past half hour in game time. Probably hour in game time.
Well, Zadra, you follow him out, and
I want
you
to. Is Josh back? 'Cause I'm-
Kind of. There's this stink bug I'm trying to deal with.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab some
I
water real quick.
I want to just like turn to Tin and just go. I'm going to go check that out. And I just dip.
You just
Yeah.
you follow him out, and you see he's kind of looking around, inspecting all of the doors, very quietly peeking around, looking at the different defenses. He seems like he's kind of casing the place.
Okay.
And he hasn't paid any attention to you. No. Yeah, he's checking out all the different doors and he's kind of trying to stealthily watch the guards, and he's being suspicious. Yes.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute myself on stream. I'm pretty much doing the same thing he's doing.
Okay.
I'm like, every time he looks into a room, I'm like 10 steps behind him and I look into the room. And then we just kind of follow in. So I'll stop him eventually, but right now I'm as curious as he is.
You see, as he looks around, he doesn't seem to have much interest in the things that he's looking for. He'll look at stuff and then immediately leave it. He's not really stopping anywhere to inspect.
All right. So I'm not seeing anything interesting in the room either.
All the rooms that he's kind of passing over, filled with weapons, maybe a guard room, lots of defenses, security consoles, but he doesn't seem to have an interest in those things.
All right. I approach him.
Okay.
Oh, you're approaching.
You're approaching me.
He's kind of whispering to himself as you do so. All right, look for the tunnel. Oh, hello. Hello there. You're very scary.
I've been told that before. Sort of the point. Point.
Can I help you?
Yes.
Okay, really sorry. I'm back.
Where are you headed, good friend? You seem to be
Oh.
looking around, snooping. I have
Well,
my own
it's-
little habits of snooping sometimes, but you know, generally gets people in trouble. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
It's
Somebody
what
snooping.
the enemy does, don't they? They snoop.
The enemy.
Well, yes, I am a Sandral man. I am an enemy to the Metells. I mean,
I'm-
I was hoping that nothing comes of it.
That's an extremely charged statement. You understand that, right?
Well, I mean, would you not say that the
Alright.
Sandrals are the enemies of the Metells?
Are you under orders to do this, or are you just playing make-believe?
That's very insulting. I am under orders to ensure the safety of my master and his family.
And what are you looking for?
No, looking.
No, a tunnel. I know it's a tunnel. What are
Tunnel?
you looking for?
Secret tunnel.
What do you know of Alan Metal?
I don't know anything. I'm here as security for some Jedi.
And a scientist.
No. Do you walk up as he says that?
Yes, I walk up
Okay.
as he says that because I'm trying to find it because I had zoned out looking at something.
Uh-huh.
Totally. And
By the Force, you're here too. Okay, cool.
now I am trying to stick with this guy.
He looks at you two conspiratorially, and he
Fuck off.
and he and he kind of leans in and he goes, the Metells, they built this place over a cave complex. Very
Wonderful
curious,
to know.
don't you think?
I mean, there's a lot of land here. There's a lot of land here. A lot of caves.
They
I bet.
chose place with a very complex cave tunnel.
This is gonna be
Lots of
awful.
land to settle.
Um,
What do you suppose he has down there?
he could have a rancor. He could
Money.
have anything. Money. That's
Well-
a good one.
My employer is very interested in that question as well.
Of course he is.
Uh-huh.
So I'm betting that your employer is employing you to go find the tunnel.
Well, that wasn't his direct instructions, but I
Oh,
interpreted.
so you are cosplaying.
You could say that.
I'll give you 10 credits if you just don't. I'd rather
No,
not. Everybody gets shot up here.
I'll take it.
No. I will give you. Do I have the money? I assume I have more than 100 credits, like, in my bank account. I will
Yes.
give you 100 credits if you also report back to me whatever you find.
Oh, I will do that for 100 credits.
All right.
All right, fair enough.
I give
And he
him the
pulls
100
out
credits.
a little. He pulls out a little, a little handheld computer.
Okay. I thought you were going to say notebook and tiny pencil, and I was like,
No, you can
Oh, if you find any...
transfer my my information if you'd like.
cool.
Oh, and just to make sure, so I can clarify for my friend here, there's of course the information he wants, but there's also information that he would totally like, which is information regarding some of the proprietary equipment that the Mattels use for their agriculture out here.
Well,
farming.
I actually did discover something interesting about that.
Oh.
Cool. Send that as well.
Well, I
pay
can just
you
tell
extra
you.
for- Okay, yeah, no, tell us.
So, it would seem that the Battels generate much more food than they export.
Well, yeah.
Very advanced farming equipment. Does wonders. It's incredible stuff, really. If you could get a closer look, I think you'd be very impressed, but it doesn't quite match with the output.
All right. That's interesting.
Are
Actually.
you implying that perhaps they might be stealing somebody else's crops to sell as their own, or
Well, they're selling less than what they're
oh,
getting.
sorry, less than what they're getting?
Yeah. So it's going somewhere.
Ding, ding, ding.
This is gonna be awful. Cool.
Oh, you
Report-
don't even know.
Here's 50 credits.
Thank you.
The moment you report back to me anything of interest, I'll give you the other 50.
Don't worry, we'll talk soon. And he
I
winks at
have
you.
2 Jedi.
Turns around and walks away.
Huh.
Hey, Tid, we have 2 Jedi to go tell some weird
Speaking of the Jedi,
shit to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
you two Jedi have been talking with Alan Batal since Norik Sandra left. Have you guys asked him any other questions? Have you moved into the crowd to ask them any questions?
Brendan, what are you leaning towards? I don't want to make all the decisions just because I'm the master.
Uh-oh.
Brendan? He's asleep.
I forgot my mic was muted.
Yes.
Based off the look you gave me, I don't think I'm allowed to speak anymore.
Well, then I say, excuse me a moment, Mattel, sir. Sir Mattel.
Yeah. Well, yes, Master Jedi.
And I pull Sora off to the side. I sort of gesture for Sora to follow me off to the side.
Mattel
Excuse
also
me,
turns
Jedi.
around and starts talking to his own attendants.
Call him a filthy nerf herder. I'm kidding. That would be extremely rude.
Would be great.
Anyway,
So, Sora, what did we learn there?
well, we learned that there's that the agricultural folk of this galaxy can be very childish and primitive in their ways.
That's certainly one way to look at it. And by the way, what you were saying wasn't necessarily wrong. It just seemed a bit aggressive and blunt. In diplomacy, you need subtlety. I didn't mean for you to feel like I was completely stopping you from talking at all. My look was
No,
more
no,
just, let's not ruin the relationship.
not at all. I understand. However, simplicity can oftentimes convolute the meaning of what you're saying, can it not?
That is true, upon occasion.
Being here that you are the master and I am the Padawan, I will not overstep your bounds. However, I do feel as though that when it comes to disagreements and such of a nature here, wouldn't it be better to just be forthcoming and honest and have all the cards on the table as opposed to lying?
Oh, I didn't think lying was the thing. There's a difference between lying and essentially accusing one of the people in a conflict you're mediating of something. That, you see, it immediately brought Mattel to our side, but it also alienated Sandra. It's very risky to do, because then they don't trust you as an impartial mediator.
Understandable.
Regardless,
However, we have to look at biases and lies when it comes to, ancient territorial and familial, conflicts, do we not?
that is absolutely true. And on that topic, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to mingle with the crowd and see if we can learn some information from some more impartial witnesses to the situation.
I was thinking the same.
Excellent. Well then, I'm open to being taught a thing or two, even by my Padawan. Where do you think we should start? I look around the room.
Perhaps we should leave this meeting hall and go to a more populated area, as we would get more biased answers being in here.
A good idea. Most of these people are either firmly on one side or the other. Lead on then.
Exactly. Very well. And we're gonna go to wherever, like, the main... Is there, like, a main market square in this place?
Because
I know you said that it's, like,
the road
nobody
you walk
lives here.
down.
Okay.
The road you walk down to get there is where most of the people would be that are not affiliated either with Sandril or Mattel.
Gotcha. So I suggest that we split off and cover as much ground as we can and get as much information as we can. If that is okay, Master.
I like that plan quite a bit. I didn't see Tin or Zadra when we left, so we should probably find them at some point, but for now we're all probably gathering information on our own. I'm sure they're perfectly fine.
Gathering information.
Yes. I concur.
Well, we'll meet back here then. Good luck.
Yes. May the Force be with you.
And with you, and also with you.
All right. Sarah, where are you going?
Where am I going?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go... Well, I mean, obviously we're walking in separate directions, so I'm gonna try... What's
Like I
the
said,
area?
it's just one long street with a bunch of buildings
Okay.
on each side and a bunch of alleyways.
Okay. So I guess I'll go south.
Okay.
And I guess we'll go north?
So
Makes
Sarah, you
sense.
head kind of towards the gate where you came in.
Okay.
And the Master Real, you investigate the areas closer to the estate, but not quite inside of it.
Excellent.
And Sarah,
Damn.
you see two completely two lower house workers
Mhm.
talking in hushed tones in a corner.
Mhm.
And you can overhear them with you have better hearing, you're more attuned with your senses because of the Force. And one of them is whispering very very, very quietly to the other, going, Is your boss gonna tell Sandra what he found? I don't think that's it's hard to get Sandra alone. He's been trying to, but I don't know. I think he's worried about how Sandra will react. It's been a couple days since you found him. He deserves to know. I know, and obviously word is spreading through the lower houses since you're talking to me about it. So I'm sure Sandra will find out eventually, but I'm sure my boss will handle it the best way he can. Their conversation moves on to more uninteresting things about the weather and crop growing and such.
I continue I just kind of continue moving along. I start to go, kind of off the main road, like off the sort of main street there, and off into the alleyways.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, you know, I was just thinking to myself, well, if I was plotting against two big families, it'd be kind of, I would want to go off in a more secluded area. I wouldn't want to be out in the open doing my business. So I'm going to start, I'm going to, you know, start to go, like, sort of patrol the alleyways. Excuse me. And go from there.
As you walk through the alleyways, you do see, off in the shadows, there's a strange group of people here. They look out of place.
Okay.
Lots of different races, lots of different species.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, so
they
don't belong in this part of town.
Well, they are an unlikely group to be hanging around together.
Okay.
And they clock you immediately. And they split up.
Do I notice this?
Yeah, you see that they look at you and they all walk away from each other.
Okay. I'm gonna just keep kind of walking through the alleyways, just kind of minding my business, but also keeping my guard up and keeping an eye out for these individuals.
You don't really notice much. It's pretty uneventful. Master Real, you obviously were staying closer to the estate.
Yes.
And you see a Sandral worker talking to a member of the lower houses.
Okay.
And he is the Sandral worker. He's whispering very quietly to this person and is looking around, their eyes are darting around constantly. And they stop talking, look around, continue talking. And they're talking so quietly that even you cannot hear them normally.
All right. Is there anywhere nearby that I could go to sort of eavesdrop stealthily out of his line of sight?
You could. There's a kind of a little pop-up stand. You could go stand near that as if you're inspecting the fruit being sold there.
Okay, and another good question. Do I have a symbiote spirit, or is that just an ability my class has? I forgot to ask you earlier.
That is something that you technically have. If we didn't really talk much about it beforehand.
No worries then, because I could have it listed in, but I'll just do it the normal way. All right, I'll walk over to the fruit stand.
Yes. You stand there. I'm still going to need you to make a perception check. This person is being very careful.
Excellent. Let's see.
Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. I had a feeling I was going to do it. The wrong one. We'll ignore that.
Can I use empathetic here?
Yes, you can.
Excellent. I will cast that. Make an insight.
You won't have to. This is a random person. You are.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, you don't have to. So you have advantage on
on my perception roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
Perfect. 24.
Didn't need it anyways. Well, nice. You definitely can hear. And he goes, yeah, she thought she was being sneaky, but I clean her room. I can see what she's up to. Those two are gonna cause a war. I know he doesn't like his dad, but that doesn't mean he can just go sneaking around with... You know there's a reason she didn't come today. She's probably living it up. I'm sure when I get back there, I'm going to have to clean up a mess. Those two are going to throw some sort of party. I just know it.
Okay. The plot thickens. Okay.
He looks around and he looks at you and he goes, "It's not a Jedi?"
I nod to him.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Master Jedi. I've never met one of you before. I mean, I know we have the Enclave, but I've never been.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Jedi Master Broderell. What's your name?
I'm just Steven, sir. Uh I work for the Sandrels. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And a pleasure to make yours as well. I'm trying to resolve this dispute between between Mr. Sandro and Mr. Mattel. Um,
Oh. And he looks down at his feet.
I'm sure we all want to avoid a war or any kind of military conflict.
Yes, that would be bad.
Would you happen to know anything that might help with this? From what I understand, a lot of the conflict seems to be around both of their sons and the disappearance of them.
I mean, yeah, that seems to be where most of Mattel's paranoia stems from, but he's also a very paranoid. I should not be talking about this.
Oh no,
I
it's all
could
right.
get in a lot of trouble.
Everything you tell me will solely be used to help bring peace between these two houses.
Yeah, but if I gotta stay here when you're gone.
Understandable. Would you like to go to somewhere more private so no one sees us talking to each other?
I don't think that's a good idea, Master Jedi. I think that maybe things here would be resolved with a little more openness from the involved parties. And he kind of quickly scuttles away.
Broad nods to himself and continues moving.
A guard walks up. Each of you guys are walked up to by a guard. Wobak and Zadra, I assume you guys are still together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, a guard walks up to you two and he goes, "It's getting kind of late. You do have a suite on the premises. Whenever you're ready to retire for the evening, I can lead you there." And he kind of hangs around you after telling you that.
Excellent.
And the same thing, Broad and Suro, you are approached individually, of course, because you split up and said the same thing. And they stick around you guys as well.
I would assume my companions are also being told about this suite.
Yes, there's a lot of people staying here tonight. There's only going to be one suite for the four of you.
Oh no. Well, I guess it's not too different from the
I
ship.
was gonna say, Tin, what did you really expect?
You are
Yes,
right
that's
so
perfect.
much.
That's perfectly fine. I'm used to the barracks.
Lead on.
Lead us there.
Suro?
Love.
Yeah?
I just have to say, I love how Devin is personifying the hardened merc role. I love it. It's fantastic. Okay.
So, do you go with your escort as well?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No. What do you do?
Ooh. I tell him that I will be by shortly. I'll make my own way there.
All right, he follows you around.
Bitch.
He's been ordered to be there when you're ready to retire so that he can escort you to your
Okay.
rooms.
I'm gonna try and shake him.
All right, roll roll stealth.
Gotta get my readers on, find stealth. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You
We
lose
win
him.
those. We win those. Yeah.
Yeah, you lose him in the crowd.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just turn a corner or something and lose him in a crowd Ezio style.
Ezio.
Okay.
What do you do now that you've lost your tail?
I'm gonna keep snooping around these back alleys. Also, while trying, could I roll a perception check to see if I spot any of those other people that had scattered away, or no?
Yeah, you can roll one to look around,
Yeah.
or do investigation actually, because if you're looking for them.
That'd be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you see some people that you think on their own might stick out a little bit, but no groups of people anywhere, and you can't tell. They could just be hanging around. They could be a part of one of the families. You're not sure.
He could be in this very room. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep moving through the alleyways and just
People begin to retire for the night, and people have kind of stopped talking. It seems like, from what you can tell, people are just steadying themselves for what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, retiring for the evening, going back into their homes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay. I'm gonna try and use. What time of day is it? Can I ask that?
It's evening. It's the sun is setting. It is getting dark out.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep snooping around these alleyways while keeping an eye out. Excuse me. For the guard that I shook and for those individuals.
The hour is getting late.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is retired to the room. Have you noticed the absence of your apprentice?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
Oops.
What are you doing?
I'm probably going out to look for him.
You find him very easily. Pretty much nobody's left outside.
Really? I can't even try to shake him?
No, you can't shake. You can't shake him at all.
No, that's a fair point. He's the master. He'd be like, I know you're over there.
Yeah.
I can smell you.
Sir,
God, that's
Sir,
old.
what are you doing?
It's an old reference.
It's a very old reference.
There are probably some people who don't even get that reference, and that's sad.
That's okay.
That hurts my heart. I just tell him, reconnaissance master.
Of course, but there's no one to recon on at the moment.
Well, no, yes, everybody has retired for the evening.
Ah, well, did you discover anything interesting? Shall we make our way back as we talk?
Yeah, definitely.
Very good. So what have you discovered?
Not really much.
That's
Just people seem to keep to themselves, and the further into the alleyways you go, the more it's just more lowly workers of the families in the fields and so forth.
Yes, things are definitely tense, and the man I spoke to was afraid of losing his job or possibly something even worse if he continued speaking to me. But I did overhear something interesting. I'll tell you about it, but I should probably tell the sergeant and Tin at the same time, and they might have some information that gives it some context.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then we head back to the room.
All right, you guys all gather in your room. And everybody's now there. Do you guys kind of share information?
Oh, yeah.
So how was the meeting? Did they yell at each other some more?
There was indeed a lot of yelling. But they calmed down a bit when we got there, though. There's something more to this. First of all, it seems the main dispute is over both of their sons disappearing. Sandro believes that his is dead because he's been gone for so long. His name was Cassus. And Mattel believes... And Mattel believes that his son was kidnapped by Sandro. Sandro also thought for a bit that his son might have been kidnapped by Mattel, but he seems to believe that less after we talked a bit. But he sent some drones to investigate. In addition to that, I heard something odd from one of the workers. It seemed he was talking to a friend about how he couldn't believe how foolish they were being, and referencing a man and a woman. I'm almost wondering if it's possible that Mattel's son may have run off with Sandro's daughter. And they're hiding this information from their parents. I still don't know what's happened to the other son, though. Originally, I thought the two sons might have run off with each other, but there's a bit enough of an age difference that I don't think that's the case. But there's no threats in this area other than cat hounds. Or so they claim. Did you discover anything interesting?
Well, actually,
Yeah.
so there's didn't get any intel on any of their proprietary tech, but I might have picked something up on their proprietary number fudging.
Oh?
Apparently they are reaping a lot more crops than they are actually sending out.
They produce
What do you think they're
a
doing with
lot-
them?
No idea. They produce a lot more than they export. We don't really know what the hell that means. There was a snoop by the Sandro family going around.
The caves.
he was looking for caves. He says that there are caves underneath the where we are. He says there are caves underneath here, and that something is in the caves. No idea what, but given the fact that they're producing a ton of food, I don't like the sound of whatever it is.
That is concerning. The most concerning thing of all, though, might be the fact that the best promise that I could extract out of Mattel is that nothing would happen today or tonight. He specifically made no promises about tomorrow, and actually I think there was a bit of an implication there. We should be on our guard.
Is there anything significant, like, would there be some way I could figure out if there's something, like, I guess, for the local culture, culturally significant to tomorrow that might
No,
line up with?
it's just the day that they decided to have their summit.
Okay.
Excellent.
Is it?
It's just a summit. What could go wrong?
So many things.
Nah,
Well.
it's all good.
Does anyone else have anything they've discovered, or are we essentially settling down for the night?
I think
We
we're
settle
settling
down.
down for the night.
All right. Well, you guys settle down for the night. You have a nice rest. You wake up ready for the summit the next day, and you don't really have time to do anything before the summit. The summit
No time.
begins, and you guys are there. There's a lot of yelling. There's a lot of accusations being thrown around. Are you guys gonna? What do you got? What's your guys' game plan?
Well, we should try, I guess, and calm things down, since that is what we're here for.
Yeah, where's our lad who is going through the caves?
He is nowhere to be seen.
Oh no.
Expected that.
Oh no.
Has he contacted me in any way?
Nope. You could ask Sandrel about him.
That's an awful idea.
I mean, you could address the entire room.
Yeah, no.
You
Okay, so
have
we're-
that.
Dress the room.
The Jedi have
man.
that authority.
We do.
You could join the debate.
It's come to our attention. You got some caves.
Per our last email,
Per my last email.
I noticed that somebody is taking extra coffee stirs.
Someone has been taking extra coffee stirs.
I'm gonna make a.
The server will be taken offline for updates this afternoon.
Okay. What do you got? What do you?
in progress? I'm gonna do a perception check of the room, see if I see anything like suspicious.
Okay.
I'm not gonna see anything
Okay.
suspicious.
I will
You don't
also
see
do-
anything.
I will also do a
Sus.
perception check.
I will also perceive.
I want to try and perceive as bad as my perception is.
6. Cool. I'll be right back.
Wow, man, the
Okay.
dice are rolling with the character right now. I'm getting.
Let's go!
Master Real. You notice everybody seems very tense.
Oh yes.
People are yelling at each other on stage. Things are very quickly spiraling out of control.
Do
The
I get-
doors, all the doors are closed, and the guards are guarding them.
That's
Oh,
deeply concerning.
I know where this is going.
Do, 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 do.
No, I know that. I know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
You should
Let's
watch
just
Game of
say-
Thrones, Josh.
Oh,
it's
it's-
a really
oh.
good wedding. It's a
Just
great.
say-
Oh no. Okay,
It's-
now I have acquired
A wedding is a
concept.
certain color.
What are you guys gonna do? What's your play?
Scoot
Someone-
towards the door.
You move towards the door. Okay.
Yes. Casually.
This
You
is
don't-
Suspiciously.
So you guys aren't gonna address the crowd?
uh
I'll leave that to them. I'm gonna stand and be ready.
I think I need to address the crowd.
What do you say?
So those caves.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Okay, Master Jedi, you are, of course, allowed to speak, as you are a mediator here. What do you have to say? What have you found in your
Fully add
investigation?
attention.
Oh dear. I don't say that in character. Fuck, what do I say here?
I'm shuffling back over to the sergeant.
Okay.
This is so difficult.
Your investigation, Master Jedi? What did you find?
Okay, out of character, what did we learn about the caves again? Just that they're...
There's
exist.
caves.
That's all we know?
Yes,
That's all. That's all we told you guys. I mean,
There's a very complex set of caves underneath this
complex set
facility.
of caves. There's that Sandral dude seemed to think that there might be something going on down there, but we
And
did
they
not
are-
relay that to you two.
No, we did.
Okay.
Did we? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did.
I thought we just said there were caves. Okay.
No, we
And
we
they are
told them that we
secret.
saw a spy, and that they thought that like just that there were caves essentially, but that they were
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and that they are secret caves. Okay.
Secret tunnel.
All right. Well, I've discovered a few things. First of all, things are more complicated than they appear. I think, Mr. Mattel, Sir Mattel, that there is a possibility that your son may have actually not been kidnapped, but instead disappeared of his own volition, for reasons.
What? Why would he do that?
Well, how old was your son again?
Oh, he's about 17.
Mm-hmm. And what is the main reason that a 17-year-old would disappear in the middle of nowhere if he was trying to disappear as opposed to have been disappeared?
I guess maybe. Are you implying that my son ran off? That he tried to get away from me? That he was leaving?
Well, not even necessarily entirely away from you, but perhaps to someone else. Had he ever expressed a romantic interest?
No, we've never talked about anything like that.
And it can be hard to talk with your father about things such as that, especially for a boy his age. I overheard from some sources that there's a possibility that he's run off with the daughter of Sandra.
Sandra looks down and he goes, "Of course. Oh, Rahazia, what have you gotten us into this time? Are
So,
you
it's a
implying
possibility,
that?
Master Sandra?
Are you implying that the reason my daughter has been so distant recently is because she's been parading around with Mattel's son?
I think there's a good chance of it. And this dispute between the two of you, with you spending a lot of time here, would also give her free reign of your home, potentially.
Of course. I should have known there was a reason she didn't want to go.
Does she usually come with you to things like this?
Ever since my son died, yes, she's stepped into the role very well. All right, well, maybe that's a possibility. But still, you've been snooping around. You've sent your droids here. They were only here because I thought that you might have kidnapped my son, but obviously that wasn't the case. All right, well, what about that Rodian you've got snooping around? Mattel, what are you talking about? The Rodian, the one in your hire. My guard saw him. He's not exactly slick. I don't have anybody in my employ under that description. And as he says that, Sergeant Zadra, your communicator begins to beep. And less than a second after that, before you can cutscene time, before you can even check it, Master Real, you sense an overwhelming feeling of danger and dread. And then every single communicator in the room goes off at the same time. All the people in the room engage their communicators, and you all hear the same message overlapping, but slightly off from each other. This is Governor Adair. We've just received word from Dantooine City that an emergence has occurred in the system and is on path to strike the planet. The Jedi Enclave and Dantooine Defense Force are scrambling, but I encourage any Dantooine resident that is capable of evacuating to do so. I repeat, any Dantooine resident who is able to evacuate should do so as quickly as possible. And it starts to loop over and over and over. And everybody starts to talk. And everybody starts to move. And Padawan Mac, you sense something's off, but it's not related to the emergence. You look around the room. You realize that all these people are attempting to exit, but all the doors have been locked and sealed. You hear... You can just barely hear footsteps from outside the room as somebody runs down the exterior hallways. Then, a few faint blaster fires. Then, a soft hiss. Dr. Wobeck, your wrist data pad immediately starts to beep loudly, and when you look at it, you see it's detected the presence of gas.
Oh no.
Gas! The people in the room, one by one, begin to cough and fall to the ground. Now, Turo and Broad, you guys as Jedi have been trained to hold your breath for a very long time. Zadra and Tin, not so much, but Zadra, as a military officer, you do carry a few rebreathers on you.
Yes.
Are there any windows in this room or no?
No windows.
Damn.
All right. Well, I know what I'm doing.
Okay, I know what I'm doing as well.
I know what I'm doing as well. Should we roll
Okay,
this?
you all are very sure of yourselves.
Alright, so there's doors.
Yes.
Rage.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's not going to be for long, though.
Okay, but like there's doors.
Yeah.
So
Get rid of.
could I perhaps, Sean, translocate to the other side and try to unlock it?
You can translate? That's sick.
That is something that you could do.
Hold on.
Go ahead. That that should cost, I'm pretty sure, 2 tech points to use. I'm pretty sure that's how tech casting works.
And I would like to do this.
So you teleport through the
Mango.
door.
Find those on
Mango,
character
we
sheet so I
already
can
have- we
make
already
sure to
have a
subtract
source of
those.
supply.
Yeah.
Shoot,
We
where
already
are
have one
those?
from earlier in the stream.
Oh, they're there. Okay.
So you teleport through the door
Yep.
and are met with a group of armed marauders in masks.
Oh,
And
no.
one of them immediately before you can interact smacks you in the head with the butt of their gun and you crumple to the ground.
Hell.
Ow.
Oh.
Take the big L.
I took the big L.
So,
I was
Broad, what are you doing?
I was going to activate a surge of energy. Oh, sorry. I was going to make a high jump, and I was going to try to jump over to the doors, activate my light pike, and start trying to cut through it, as one does.
Josh, do you know what time it is?
You do so.
It's 12:35.
You
Josh,
leave.
The Doom soundtrack is gonna start.
You land. And you land right next to a Rhodian. It was put on a mask, turns and blasts you with a stun gun before you can react.
So for fuck's sake. All right.
And Master Broadriel, you fall to the ground. Sura, what are you doing?
I immediately draw my 2 sabers.
You draw your 2 sabers and you're like in a defensive stance?
I ignite them. Where am I located in the room?
In the center of it.
Oh, good.
Zadra, what are you doing?
that's-
You can't just hold your breath, but you do have the rebreathers.
I look around. I look at the Master Jedi getting. You said he got knocked out, essentially.
Yeah, he's on the ground stunned.
I look at the Master Jedi
That
stunned.
sucks.
I'm sitting here. How stunned? Okay, how stunned though? Is he like?
Not like unconscious, but he just can't move.
No, Mango. There's no map of the room. We're doing this theater.
trying to see if I can do anything about this, but I don't think I can.
You can lay there and be stunned like a good Jedi master.
Because
Dude,
my
you
immediate
start
mind,
off-
my immediate mind is to just lay down and take a deep breath. And just deal with it once we wake up.
You should so fucking do
I mean,
that. I love
you
that.
do have the fucking.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to, like, how many do I have? Or is it just a more of a
It's
gas
just
mask?
that you. It's like a little gas mask. Have you seen Phantom Menace?
No.
Okay, well they go swimming in Phantom Menace. It's just a little.
There's
A
always
little
a bigger fish.
Oh,
it's
yes.
like a little thing that you just put in your like between your lips, and then you can breathe in air. It's very small, very hard to see.
Okay, so I put in the
Oh, you pretend to
rebreather.
be unconscious.
And no, I do that. I put in the rebreather and I thump.
Okay.
I thump with all the drama of a fucking
Yeah.
like.
You land on the ground. Everybody is collapsing. The doors slide open, and about a dozen armed marauders enter the room. And a group of them are dragging in the good doctor, and they throw him into the middle of the room. These marauders.
So you mean to tell me that a Master Jedi got finessed by a dude on the ground in a gas mask and a taser, and then
Yes.
the good doctor just phased through a wall and just took an L?
Yeah, the good doctor got jumped by a group of like 4 or 5 people.
Teleport to the other side.
Jedi got taken out by one person, but well, maybe you'll find out a little bit more about that person. He was a
Oh,
Rhodian.
boy. What is that? Rhodian. R-O-H.
He's a rodent, is what he is.
A Rhodian
Ooh.
Greedo from A New Hope. But you guys might have met a Rhodian who claimed to be doing something that apparently he was not.
He claimed to be a spy, right?
For the Sandrels, and Sandrel just said he has nobody like that in his employ. So these people walk in, and the lightning bolts painted on their chests indicate them as members of the Nile, a criminal organization of anarchistic marauders. As they walk in, 3 of them kind of push their way to the front, one of them being the person that just stunned you, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
They each have 2 lightning bolts on their chest instead of the sole lightning bolt that is on the others.
That's not good.
The rest of the mercenaries drag all the hostages into the center of the room, and one of the leaders with a more slender form walks up to Alan Mattel and forces a rebreather into his mouth. No. We came all this way for you. You're not going to sleep. And drags him to his feet and walks over to the rest of the group. And she goes up to the person that stunned you, Chad, and goes,
What the fuck? Why did you
Dig
bring me
on.
into this room?
Dagon, did you have to be like that? Well, what can I say? The Master Jedi had it coming. Is it my turn? The third voice speaks.
Don't
And-
like that.
Goes,
Is that Psycho Mantis from the
Yes.
population?
Psycho Mantis.
No
Dig
need
on.
for words, Snake. I'm Psycho Mantis. Anyway, continue.
Dagon, you had all of yesterday to gather information you didn't tell us about Jedi. Yes, well, my good friend, if I had told you about the Jedi, then you would not have come. And then we would not have gotten what we came for. And the Tempests would be very upset with us, and I'm not in the mood for that.
He makes a good point. Wait. No, I didn't say that in character.
That'd be really funny, though.
The woman, the slender one,
Mm-hmm.
snaps her fingers, and a couple of the Nile grunts walk around and start placing items on the floor, and little rectangular items that they press a button on, and they begin to beep.
Mm-hmm.
Going for
Now,
a bumpy ride.
No.
she points to 4 of the Nile guards. You all will stay here and keep an eye on our friends. Just make sure that our insurance stays here, and then if I have the timing right, just meet us outside in about an hour and we'll get off this planet before it gets blown to smithereens by that piece of wreckage.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 leaders move to the side, and the Rhodian, the one that you guys met, pulls out a trigger, clicks it, and the floor, the little bombs go off and the floor collapses.
What did I tell you?
Putting us into the mines.
No!
Mines of Moria.
No. Mattel, we will be relieving you of your food storages. Lead the way, and they push him up to the edge, and they all rappel down into the hole.
Wait, do they repel like clone troopers with their blasters?
Yes.
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 Sick.
They've all gone down, and you are now left with 4 guards. At this point, Broad, you're starting to recover. Wobeck, you have the gas, so you're not able to really recover. But while they stunned you they can't really stun you for long. You're a Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And there are, yeah.
All right, how many of them are in the room with us right now?
They left 4 behind.
All right.
Okay,
I already
cool.
know what I'm.
I rage.
I rage.
I'm gonna play it a little differently than normal D&D rage though.
Am I able to
Okay,
do
you're
anything, or am I
actually
just
raging.
down because of the gas?
You are down for now. If somebody were able to get you free from breathing the gas, you would wake up.
Okay.
Do you want us to roll initiative, or do you want to just go?
You guys would have a surprise round because they think you're all unconscious.
Okay,
Cool,
so I've
so-
recovered from the stun. They don't know it. Got
Yes.
it.
Cool. I am raging.
Okay.
So essentially, my eyes narrow a bit, and my hand goes to my vibro lance, as slowly as possible, so as to not, get seen doing it.
Yes.
And let me turn on the rage modifier. And then sort of as swiftly as I can, I move behind one of them and try to essentially take him out.
All right.
I'm just trying to clear the room, essentially, at this point. That's the best I can do.
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay, cool. Let me double check I remember everything that happens during rage. Yeah, okay, cool.
You get really, really angry.
14?
That hits.
Okay. 16 damage?
You attacked with the vibro lance, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I wake up and then I'm like trying to spear him instantly.
It goes up through his back. You hit him perfect. You were trained for long. Through his back, through his heart, through the rest of his chest, and you just lift that fucker in the air.
That's bad.
And
That's
you
fun.
you're like fucking holding his corpse now in the air. And that dude is dead.
All right. Wait.
Matt, yes.
Give me a second. Yeah, I'm also going into frenzy.
Okay.
So I go to a second one as with the same swiftness and try and slash
Casually
at another
approach the
one.
mercenary.
Cool.
That guy
I'm
slaughtered
using no, wait.
Casually approach the child.
Advantage wouldn't do anything. Okay, cool.
He just watched you slaughter his friend, and he fucking scrambles backward on the floor away from you and manages to save himself from getting speared.
My head sort of twitches a little bit, and I go, Master Jedi, it's time to wake up!
Guess not.
I'm just Chadwin dead. Cool. Sounds good.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I was still muted.
Really
I'm
into-
here. I'm here.
He's getting really into being stunned.
I was waiting for the right moment. I believe this is it. And then I jolt forward towards the guy closest to me and bring my lightsaber pike out from behind my back and start spinning it, weaving it back and forth, and going right for him with it. It's a 17 hit.
That hits.
11 damage.
So one of them is been fucking speared and dead. One of them is scrambling away from you guys on the floor. Another one that was watching one of the doors, that's the one that you were able to get to.
I want to kill the other one.
And they like you managed to slop off one of their fucking arms with that. Peace of the Lie only works on force.
Yeah, I'm not using the force ability, Ryan. I know you want to screw me, but you're not going to get to it yet.
Yes, and you you chop off one of the dude's arms.
I just saw something you gave me.
Oh, I gave you a lot of things. Sura, what are you doing?
So, there's now one of them left?
There is one person on the ground scrambling away, one person still guarding one of the edges of the room, and another one with an arm cut off.
Okay, so only one of them is dead.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The one...
Soro, care to join me over here, or are you going to pick your own
Can
turn?
I...
Yeah, Ryan, but even if I took away some of his attack roll, he still would have hit.
For fuck's sake, Ryan.
Oh, fuck off, Ryan.
Yeah.
We pillock. Can I... that would be 2 actions, never mind. I was gonna say, can I, like, force pull one of them to me and then, like, stab them with my lightsaber, like you can do in Fallen
Well,
Order? But that would be 2 actions, would it not?
let's look at what you have.
I don't even know if I can do that. I have to look at my character sheet.
I think you have...
You've also given me something very fun. I'm very excited to use.
Well, you have 2 weapons.
I know.
So you can't, you couldn't,
Actually, no, I can't do that right now because I have them both out and ignited. That wouldn't work.
yeah.
I have to put one away and then go, and that would take.
And you'd still, I don't think you'd be able to pull somebody.
No, I
That would be your action.
Am I close to any of them?
You are, you're definitely, one of the dudes is like crawling. The guy that's crawling backwards is crawling right towards you.
Perfect. I am going to walk up to him and then just run him through while he's on the ground with my lightsaber.
All right. Are you using both?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Roll for both of them.
So do both of them just one roll?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have dual wield style.
Yeah.
So you don't. There shouldn't be any. Your second attack shouldn't have any penalties.
Okay, so just roll blue.
Yeah, I guess
to
roll.
replace them.
Yeah.
Got you. 1.
Damn.
Do
All right,
those hit? Yeah. That's an unnat 20. It's a filthy 20. All right, then roll. Do I roll damage for one or both? Holy.
All right, 8, 16. You kill him.
Damn.
Can
So
I
he's
describe how I
crawling?
do it?
Yeah, go ahead. But I will say he's crawling away from this raging soldier right into you. And what do you do?
Let's say, so he's like crawling back, and he runs into my leg. He just stops, he turns around, he looks up to me, and I just have this like devilish grin on my face.
Oh my.
And I just
You sure you're a Jedi?
put like one right in his gut, and then the other one like right in the middle of his chest. I was like, "Zoom, zoom," and then just go.
With the like the precision
Yeah.
of a murderer. You kill that man so quickly.
Don't mind me. I also have this really funny cough.
Do be careful, Suro, that as you kill them, you do not take too much pleasure in it. This is a necessary evil, their deaths.
Never. I would never take pleasure in killing.
All right. Now everybody roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Oh boy, is the gas gone or?
How
The
many
door's open.
rebreathers do I have?
You have a couple. You have enough to give him
Okay.
one. Let
20.
me. I need to.
Enough.
I need to give you all. Roll. Add. Smock. Add.
Smosh. Like the hit
Stage
YouTube channel?
God damn it, Brendan.
Add.
Ow.
Go back. You rolled it.
Download the free Smosh. Shut up.
Fuck, you rolled a 13. Oh. And
I like
then
how Ryan is just backseat gaming right now.
He does that.
He's just like,
runs.
help force users use the force to help the user. Just absolutely roasting our playstyle.
He does that.
16.
Why are you bullying me?
Okay. Wolbeck, you go first. Go ahead, roll a Constitution check really quick.
Master Rollback.
Oh, did not recognize that as my. Wait, what?
Josh, we're
I am
back.
out.
Wolbeck,
Yeah. Oh, sorry,
Josh,
I
roll a
gotta.
Constitution check really quick.
Oh, roll a
No,
con check.
You know you're out for me, Ryan. We
I like
fucking
a
know.
con check.
I just feel like
Yeah.
I just feel like he's always
You
out for
Yes, correct.
you. Just
You
breathe
wake
in
up.
like-
Wake up!
and you are just breathing in gas and coughing. Around you, you see 2 marauder corpses, 3 lightsabers ignited, a crazed public soldier, a dude, a marauder without an arm, and another marauder just in a corner, wildly waving his gun around, freaking the fuck out.
Oh man. I see the Marauder freaking out. How far away is he from me? About how far?
30 feet at the most.
Okay. Well then. Oh, I don't have a thing here for the.
Are my
Devin-
players fighting chat right now?
No.
I mean, maybe.
Stop.
Devin is that one. Sean. Devin's that one. Clone trooper from the 2003 Clone Wars show. He's standing there. He's got the heavy MG in one and the side, his little pistol there, and he's punching super battle droids. That's Devin right now. Just
I'd like to grappling hook, if I can assemble that.
Yeah, you've got a
like to grapple.
you have a wrist mounted grappling hook. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hmm.
Let's see. This wasn't a bonus action. Okay. So I'm gonna try and grapple hook somebody. The guy who's freaking out.
Okay.
There's nothing here to roll with it, so I'll just roll the dice straight up.
I
or-
would roll as if it's a range. Yeah, make a ranged weapon attack. So roll plus your dex.
roll plus dex. Okay, so d20 plus 2.
Mhm.
220.
You hook him. Where are you aiming for?
Just kind of center mass, hit him in the chest or something.
You just hi ribs. You just blast him straight through the chest with a grappling hook. Roll d4.
Yes.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, and he just screams out. He goes, "Oh God! Oh, ride the storm! Ride the storm! Ride
And
the storm!"
since it is not an action required to do so, I'm gonna reel in the grappling hook.
Okay.
Wow.
Does it reel him to me, or do I get reeled to him?
Holy
Roll a strength check really quick.
The good doctor is also a fucking whale hunter.
Man's just going
Okay,
scorpion, get
you got
over
one.
here.
Oh,
You feel him. He goes face down into the ground and starts to slide across the room towards you. That'll be your turn.
That
He's
is amazing.
he's sliding
That's
towards you
pretty good.
slowly. If he was 30 feet away, now he's like 20. Okay, and he's gonna roll a strength check to try and
Ungrapple.
to get out.
Fucking grappling hook through his chest.
Yeah.
Is being dragged along.
Yeah.
the floor.
I'm actually not sure what he's supposed to roll it against to get free.
Josh, does
yeah.
Josh have a casting?
He does. We'll say that
Oh.
it's that.
Yeah.
We'll say it's your power save DC 13.
Power save DC 13.
Nice.
Yeah, no, he's just trying to pull this thing out, and he cannot.
So
He's
what? Like
Oof.
one guy's dead, another guy's missing an arm. This dude's on the ground being dragged across with a grappling hook.
Okay,
Nice.
one of the guys, Devin went up behind him, lifted him in the air with
Oh,
his
yeah, no,
spear.
I know.
One of the guys was crawling away and just got stabbed through by Brendan.
Mhm. Yeah.
Off one of their arms, and you've just got this guy fucking sliding across the floor towards you as you cough.
I
And
caught a fish.
he's, he's sliding, and the guy that lost his arm reaches for fucking his vibro sword. He's only got one arm left, but he's not going down easy. So Chad, he attacks you with this.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Let's see. AC is yes, that will hit.
Okay.
I'm just visualizing.
Well, actually, hold on. Do I have any reflections? I'm sorry, reactions. I do actually. Hold on. I've got several reactions.
You're a Jedi. That's sort of what a Jedi build would be.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Oh, nope, that's something I have to activate. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna do save or reflect.
Okay. Where's the fucking broad reel? There it is. All right, anyways, All right. Go ahead, roll a d6.
Oh, actually, I meant to cast it at second level.
Uh,
Oh, that's not how it works. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah.
Do that, and it'll just take an extra. It takes an extra force point to use.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
Okay, you just want to use the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. So then take 5 damage.
I have taken 5 damage. Oof.
Okay.
Oof.
Zadra, it's your turn.
Yes. Zadra looks around the room. There are 2 still left alive, correct?
One of them is armless. The other one is being pulled across the room by
That doesn't matter.
blind doctor.
By a mad scientist. Both versions of mad,
Oh
actually.
my god, Josh!
Yeah.
You just used Urgot's ult on him.
Pretty much.
I have my vibro dagger at the ready. He's gonna get sliced up.
He just got sent to burn.
He's on a one-way trip to burn town.
Yeah, so Zadra once again dashes behind the person that is next to Rural
Mm-hmm.
and skewers him. And
Okay,
does not
roll.
skewer him.
Yeah, he is fucking. He sees you coming, and he just is barely able to deflect your attack with his vibro sword.
And so he uses Berserker Instincts to attack again. Which, again, wow, really
Yeah.
shit rolls today.
Mhm.
It's like, oh god, the eye would be so proud of me. I'm fighting with one hand. And Mac, it's your turn. Brendan.
Oh, 'tis my turn.
Yes.
Alrighty. So, is this guy still being drug along the floor?
Yes.
Excellent.
Are you sure you're a Jedi?
Yes, I'm a Padawan.
Uh-huh.
So I
He
see
got into some trouble back at the temple, but he's a Jedi.
some
Oh,
trouble back.
yes.
Man, they give me my Jedi license.
Uh-huh.
Italian
You're a
court, not
Padawan.
to
You
do-
don't have your license yet. You're not a knight.
on a probationary period, so they can. And then stupid, stinky Mace Windu's gonna be like, "Yeah, you have a seat on this council, but we don't grant you the rank of minister." And then I'm gonna have a redemption
you're
arc. Leading
Stop channeling Anakin and do your turn.
As he's like being dragged along the floor, I'm just gonna run and like just stab him and try to kill him with my saber.
Are you gonna use both your attacks?
Yes.
Okay. Roll them both.
Well, that
First
first
one
one
misses.
and the
Your
second
second
one.
one misses.
I guess he's going too quickly for me to stab him.
Yeah, you're trying to stab him and he's sliding across the floor.
That poor man.
Gruel, it is your
That
turn.
man is having the
Alright.
literal worst day of his life.
He really, really is.
You're fishing for him. You're just stabbing through the ice.
He's basically in like a gladiator pit with a master Jedi, a Jedi Padawan with 2 lightsabers, a crazy mad scientist that has shot a grappling hook through his chest, dragging him along the floor, and a raging Republic soldier.
He's having a bad day.
He's having the worst day of
He's
existence.
having a pretty bad day. You had a bad day. All right.
No, you can't sing that.
Gonna get his DMCA. Okay. All right. So first of all, I have been stabbed, and I'm smart enough to not want to be stabbed again. So I'm gonna cast this.
Okay. That will cost you one. One.
Force point?
Yeah. Yeah, 1.
1 force point. Okay. Cool.
So 13. Your AC is now 13 plus Dex.
Yes. And then
Um,
that is my action and
I
everything else.
I think you should only be down 1 force point.
Yes, that's I believe correct. That's what I
You
have.
have, you have 7 remaining.
Mhm.
You only used 1 force point. You should have 8 remaining.
Oh, I meant to have. Oh, I think you may have moved one down for me as I moved one down. But yes.
Okay,
No
good.
worries. And then do I have
So you-
any bonus action abilities? I don't think I do.
I do not believe you do.
Then I believe that is my turn.
I don't think any of your powers are bonus action ability.
I just checked all of them. If it's on that list.
Okay, you checked them all. Okay.
Mhm. I was wondering if you knew of any
Alright.
like hidden ones.
No, I don't have anything hidden for you. Warbeck, you're
shit.
still on the ground coughing. Make a Constitution. Make a Constitution saving throw. Sorry.
Constitution save. Oh.
Okay, you are not succumbing to the gas.
All right. Let's get it. I level my Brendan, you didn't cut the guy free. You just roughed him up a bit.
I didn't
Right.
hit him at all.
Oh, you didn't. Right. Okay.
Because I missed
Um,
both of them because you were dragging him too fast.
You sure were
How
drawing.
close is he at this point? Is he still just like he's only moved 10 feet total?
Yeah, he's moved about 10 feet, so he's about 20 feet away from you now.
Okay.
Have you stood up? Or are you still laying down?
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
Are you waking up?
To ash and dust.
What my breath? What my breath?
Slap my ass.
Yes. Okay. I get up. I'm looking at this dude, and I raise my other wrist. Oh.
You blast Suro.
Really chill
damn.
scientist energy. I love it.
But roll your
Oh.
damage. Go on, don't be shy.
Oh no. Wait, that's okay.
Suro, take 3 damage.
That rolled the lowest it could, just to let you know, because it's 24 plus 2.
That's a rough one, Chief.
Yeah, so Brendan, you take 3 damage. You're the
Why?
coughing because he just shot you.
Because he missed so bad, he shot you.
What
Yeah,
the
he
fuck,
moved.
bro?
He was aiming for the dude sliding past you and hit you.
Happens.
Josh,
He was
you
coughing
idiot.
still.
I tried.
onto the Nile grunts. The dude tries to escape again. Yanks the fucking thing out of his chest. Just, oh my god, what is wrong with you people?
It's a valid question.
And he scrambles to his fucking feet, pulls out his gun, points it at Josh, and pulls the trigger. And does that hit Josh?
An 11? Yeah. No.
It blasts past you. And then he turns around and realizes
to the side, the murderous glint still there. I retract the rest of the grapple hook and start to take aim for next turn.
there's a Jedi standing next to him and he backs up. The person with one hand left is looking at both of his opponents, scared out of his fucking mind. He just goes, I surrender.
Yes, that would be the wise decision.
Good choice.
Zadra, it is your turn.
He said surrender, right?
Yes.
Do you understand surrender as a soldier?
my pupils dilate. My entire body kind of slumps a little bit, and I go, "Oh, cool, they're surrendering."
You are a sight to behold in battle, friend.
Yeah, they told me that back in the training.
The doo-doo lost his arm is surrendering. The other guy is still fighting.
That is a decision that he has made.
Okay, well, I go over to the one who's still fighting. I know this is kind of... While raging, I have advantage on intimidation checks, Sean. Can I keep that till the end of this turn at least and get advantage on this? Okay. I just turn over him and I lean over him and with that 19 go, "Do you want to fucking die, son?"
No, I just joined the Nile because I thought, down with the man. I don't want to die. Please don't kill me. I'm sorry.
All right, cool.
And
I sort of pick him up by the scruff of his neck if I can.
You do just that.
Scruff this man.
You guys have won the combat.
Excellent.
Anarchy is temporary. Agriculture is forever.
Is that your battleground?
The gas.
That's what I say to him as he's being dragged off by Soldier Boy.
My God.
Did he hit
Gas
that
is dissipated. And the only lead you guys have is that the rest of these people took Mattel and went down into the caves.
Great.
You could question these guys if you wanted.
What?
You could question these two that just surrendered if you wanted, but
Oh yes, definitely.
Cool.
So what's in the caves?
Yeah, what's
in the canister?
according to our information, he's been stockpiling all sorts of things down there. Weapons, armor, food. We were gonna steal it. We were gonna the eye is planning something. We don't know the Tempest. They just told us to go. They told us this is.
Should I roll lore to know who the eye is? Who the heck is the eye? Do I even vaguely recollect anything about the eye?
No,
and what I've
you guys
learned?
know nothing about the Nile except the galaxy knows nothing about the Nile except that they're an anarchy group.
Okay, cool. I'm not even gonna bother rolling lore then. That's just
No, he sent us here. It was all three Tempests agreed to it. It was the eye, the one who gives us the pats. Gives us the pats.
Are they a cult?
It sounds like Jedi shit.
No, it really doesn't. But oh no, I mean, do you mean that the Jedi are a cult, or did you mean that this sounds like something I'm more equipped to handle?
I'll let you choose.
Can I go?
Which one you think is more accurate? No, you can't go. Okay.
Of course.
Where did they bring? Can you direct us? I'm a little lost down here. Yes.
Right?
Do you know where down? Do you know where
They're
they went
gonna
down
steal
there?
they're gonna steal the food and the armor and the weapons. We need them. We need them to fight our war against the Republic. and the Jedi.
You know you've been left on a dying
Wow.
rock, right?
We knew it was coming.
Yeah, fair enough. War against the Jedi?
War against any sort of organized government.
You know,
those groups. Okay.
fair enough.
Just for chaos for the sake of chaos, or do you have a goal in destroying the government?
No better.
They're probably just those sovereign citizen nutcases. Just let him be
no,
stupid.
Anyway, okay.
The eyes said that we'll better ourselves through freedom.
You make lawn equipment. You're not suited for this.
I make farming equipment.
Lawn equipment.
Farming
They're gonna
equipment.
get away.
All right.
They're
well,
gonna get away
Okay, we're
if
going.
we
We're going.
don't stop them.
You two, fuck, one of you has a hole in their chest, one of the others missing an arm. Just don't kill anyone or cause any trouble.
Okay.
And we start moving towards the,
I have some fiber cord. We might as well tie their hands.
The two Jedi would be able to jump down with ease into the tunnel, by the way.
Well, in the case of the one guy, it would be hand.
Yes.
Mhm.
Just
Just strap it to the rest of his body. Tie it. His arm against his side.
Hang on. That's a
You
bit of
tie them up.
God.
that's a bit
you
of a
tie them
dick
up.
Move to tie up a man with one arm.
Yeah, it's pretty rude of me.
Well, maybe he shouldn't have had any arms if he didn't want him tied up.
okay.
You tie them up, and you are left with a giant hole in the floor that leads down into the caves.
Phenomenal.
All right. I jump.
Okay.
I'm going to try and carefully rappel down with my grappling hook.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump down like a Jedi.
Okay.
As will I.
Okay. Make a Constitution check, Devin.
Okay, con.
You land beautifully.
Hey.
I land with a little squat, get back up, and go, cool, that was fun.
Superhero landing.
You land.
Superhero landing! You know, it's really
You
bad
land
for the
in
back.
crystal caves. There are beautiful glowing crystals all around you, and it's
Yeah.
a straightforward path that leads away from where you came.
Are there any
So-
stalagmites?
Do you guys head that way?
Stalagmites.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna make a perception check before we start moving.
Okay. Go ahead.
I will do the same.
I'm gonna make a listen roll.
That's a rough
Anything wrong?
My rolls are bad. I'm not even going to try at this point. I'm just forging on ahead
my
with these guys.
perception's not good enough.
Okay. I thought I was the 23 at first, and I got really excited, but I am actually the 8. So I
Yeah.
don't perceive that.
Actually,
No,
you're the
you're the
4.
4?
Oh, I am the 4. Would you look
I
at
thought
that?
I was the 8. Yeah, I am the 8.
Would you look at that?
You guys follow the path, and eventually, you guys catch up with the people that left before you. The Nile, and one of them turns around and looks at you. It takes off his mask and reveals that he's a Trandoshan. He's you guys know Bosk from Empire,
I'm just
the
gonna look
lizard
it up.
dude.
I'm just gonna look it
Yeah.
up.
Trandoshan scum.
I know what a
Lizard
transition is.
He goes,
Lizard person.
"Good. These are mine. I'll meet you at the ship." And the others run off ahead and start to they speed up. They're like, "Okay, we gotta fucking move. There's 2 Jedi here."
Mm-hmm.
And let me roll for this guy stays behind to fight you himself.
Why does he think he's boss?
Great.
Idiot.
And he shall
And-
die braver than most.
Because you ought to know the name's Varsk. Remember that when you die.
Do
Are we rolling new initiative?
Are we
I'm gonna have you guys keep your initiative.
Okay.
You guys can still see, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let me. Actually, that's probably. We're just gonna go back to Wobeck starting.
Flowback.
All right.
So, oh shoot, that's not the button I wanted to press. I wanted to read the thing to make sure I know what this is doing. So I got me I got me my my sentry here.
Yes, you do.
I'm building a sentry.
So, I guess it takes a turn to deploy, doesn't it, or is it just
Yeah, you would throw that out. That would be your action this turn.
cool?
And
And
on
does
each of
that-
your turns, it will just randomly target one of the people. It's gonna have 1 HP, armor class of 10. As long as it's not destroyed, as long as you pick it back up, you can reuse it.
Okay, cool. So then there it is. Sentry's down.
All right.
Sentry down.
Building a
sentry.
sentry.
Sentry going up.
Is it going
Uh,
up?
Let's see, and it will attack on its first turn.
Cool. So
Arsk
that-
is gonna make a dex save. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's okay, I guess.
Yeah, he does not get hit.
That's okay.
And it is his turn. He pulls out his blaster rifle, points it at the Master Jedi.
Mhm.
I've always wanted to kill a Jedi.
With a blaster? Have you met a Jedi?
Bam! Does that hit?
Absolutely not.
And he
I'm
pulls
gonna
the
fucking
trigger again.
smack that
That
shit
hit?
back into his face.
19.
Yes, that does hit. 'Cause it's plus
$19
dex.
Fortnite card.
Boom! 6 energy.
Oh, I'd actually like to try to reflect that. Yeah,
4d6.
a 5.
All right, you take 1 damage.
A little bit of the bolt sizzles at me as I perfectly deflect the first one, and then the second one I mostly deflect. Again, a blaster. Seriously?
You serious?
Zadra, it's your turn.
Yeah, so, I'm so far not gonna rage, in this situation. So, I just go swipe at him.
Okay.
I run forward and try and spear him. 12. Is it 12 hit, Sean?
12 will not hit.
Okay, cool.
Pathetic.
Yeah, no. Other than that,
Rock, your turn with your 2
It's my
lightsabers.
turn. I'm going to use my Way of the... Oh, how do I pronounce it? Vornscar? Is that how?
Sure. Sounds right.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and...
Let me look at that.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, let's see. As a bonus action, you can take a Savage Stance. Designating one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have an advantage on attack rolls against him, against
Okay.
Varsk.
So how far away from him am I?
You are within 10 feet.
Pog. I am going to, like, run at him and strike him with both my lightsabers.
All right, roll both.
Do I get advantage with both or just one?
Yes.
Okay. Aha!
Both hit.
Yes! Do the damage. Alright. Okay, so 11 damage.
All right, you do 11 damage to him.
Just kind of like...
I did not expect that the Padawan would put up more of a fight. And Riarl, it's your turn.
Should come better prepared than Trandoshan.
Seems like you were trying to be racist.
No.
no, I don't. I mean, well, we're in a fight to the death here. I don't.
No, my best friend's a Trandoshan.
Like,
Oh boy. I fucking...
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're okay. All right. Let's do this.
All right, that's essentially magic missile.
Oh, you see what I'm looking at? Yeah. Okay. Cool. That.
Magic missile.
Just roll that, 3 times. 5, 9, 11 damage. And that will be 1 force point.
Cool. And I'm doing that with the crystals that are around us.
Amazing. He's just getting smashed with crystals and they're cutting him up. And he's... Stop that. It's mean.
You're trying to kill us.
Yes, let me.
No.
You.
Obed, it's your turn.
Sentry.
So your sentry doesn't. Are you throwing down a second one?
No, it's sentry attack. See if it hits.
I was gonna say, I don't think you can.
Okay, let's see. He'll do a dex check against your save, your spell save.
Yeah.
Does that pass? Or what's your-
That's a 13 because my spell save's 13.
Okay, then you hit him.
Yes.
D4, right?
Yep, 1d4. 2.
Alright.
But wait, there's
Yes.
more.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Alright, that's one. That's one tech point, and
Yep.
you just lift up your fucking arm and you fire 3 rockets at him.
Man, oh man.
That's 12 damage,
Mm.
and it's his turn. You're going to have to do better than that to kill me. And he has 2 Jedi right on top of him.
He's remarkably confident for someone in that situation.
And he decides to dodge backwards a bit.
Okay.
And he attacks. He blasts both. He decides to unleash on Soro because he thinks he's the bigger threat. He blasts him twice with his rifle. And on the first one, he uses his Hunter's Eye. So that becomes a 16. Does a 16 hit you, Suro?
16 hit me.
Yes.
Yes. Beat me by
Okay.
1 point.
So that's 1, 10. That's a shit ton of damage to you.
Ow!
I rolled that one
Oh,
extra time.
You crit, that's fine.
Accident, yes. So 20. That would be 23 damage total if you take it.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, I take
You might
it.
have
'cause
some.
it's defeated.
You might have some
Well-
reactions though.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Yeah, I will
Right.
remind you, you do have Saber Reflect.
I'm going to use Saber Reflect.
And I'll let you use it twice because you have 2 lightsabers.
Okay. How do I use that?
Your Saber Reflect, it's just a d6.
Okay, so
Roll a
roll,
D6.
but just okay.
2d6.
Should I just do 2d6?
Yeah, go ahead. Just do 2.
I think I did that right. Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna take 7 less damage. So you take what is that? 19 damage? Or no, it's 23. So minus 7, so it's 16 damage, I think, right?
I believe
Yeah.
Yes.
16 damage.
You would take 23 from.
That is painful.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm taking 16 then. You said.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ow. That hurt a lot.
You're going to be the first child that I kill. And Zadra, it's your turn.
Like hell, I am.
Devin.
Sorry.
At this point.
Sorry, everyone keeps pronouncing the name differently to the point where I was like, wait, what? Zadra? That's like not even a name on the list. All right.
Zyra, the champion from the famous
All right.
Legends.
League of Lagoons.
Wow, this is kind of sad so far. I go back in for my Vibro Lance. I don't even. You know what?
Yeah. He knocks your sword away.
I just
Figure
leave.
lance point. What?
I go. These 2 Jedi have him. Like,
Okay.
I kind of want to just start going towards where the other people went.
All right, you run off towards the others.
Yeah, I go. I don't just run off. I turn and go. Master Rial, Mark, Wobeck. I'm going to go find the others. You definitely have this guy set rights for dead.
We absolutely do.
And I go to stalk the others.
All right, Mock, it's your turn.
Oh, because I keep forgetting. Okay, you keep calling me by my last name. I keep
Yeah, Thuro, it's your turn. Sorry.
How many times can I use the way of Thornscar?
I think you can do it. I think you can do it whenever.
Okay, because I was gonna say there's no limit.
But
on
it doesn't go away until the person dies.
Oh,
So you
okay. So
still
then
have-
I still have advantage then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna hit him again.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right. So one of them's gonna hit. Maybe
16 and 8. One of them does hit.
Oh.
16 and 10. One of them hits. Or 18 and 10. One of them
Yeah,
hits.
18 and 10. So the
Regardless.
18 will probably hit. The 10
Yes.
probably does not.
Roll your damage.
Yeah.
Four.
Okay. Nothing significant.
All right. Rial, it's your turn.
How's he looking?
Scaly.
He's breathing heavily, but he's still in the fight.
Breathing heavily, but still in the fight. Does he look like he's taken? Breathing heavily, but still in the fight. Okay, not terribly wounded.
Not near death. No.
Not near death. Okay, not exactly what I was asking, but all right. In that case, we'll just play it safe. All right, I'm gonna move towards him and swing my lightsaber pike at him. Oh boy, that is a bad roll.
Yeah, you're gonna miss.
I sure as shit am.
You have an orange lightsaber pike. That's fun.
It's sick.
Yeah.
Why orange though?
Because I like orange. That's my turn.
All right, Wobeck, it's your turn.
Good.
The action
Sentry.
economy hurts me.
Action economy is giving you the fat hell.
The
Yes.
action economy's in shambles.
Bad.
The action economy is in shit.
So the sentry's going to shoot him again.
In this time period, Jedi having an orange lightsaber is not uncommon.
Okay.
Yeah, like actually,
Oh,
Sean
wait.
just told me choose whatever your favorite color is.
Wait, well,
Choose whatever color you'd like.
What era are we in?
The High Republic.
Oh, okay. So
Sorry,
then that would
Wobeck.
make sense.
Let me do a deck save. Sorry, I was getting what's about to happen with Devin.
Oh dear. Bad things.
That's gonna hit.
Ooh.
D4.
Ow.
Okay. What
But
else?
wait, there's more.
There is more, in fact.
There is more. I'm gonna what's it? It was plus the dex for a ranged attack
Yes.
for the grappling hook.
Yes.
1d20. Oops. E plus. Oops. Plus 2.
Yeah, you missed.
Ah.
In fact, he grabs the grappling hook in midair and tugs you towards him.
Oh dear.
Oh crap.
And now you're within range of him.
Oh
no.
no.
Oh, good roll on that one.
What is he rolling for that?
He looks like his skin like grows over the wounds.
Oh no.
He's a reptile. He is going to attack you with his sword, Josh.
Hmm.
Is that hit? No.
Nice miss.
And he misses. Zadra, you catch up with the rest of the group. There are two Nile, the two Nile leaders are with Mattel. One of them turns and shoots off a blast at you and goes, "Keep going, Dagon." Or sorry, it's "Keep going, Dagon. I've got this."
Oh.
And Dagon continues to run ahead with Patel. Let me really quickly roll. Where is her sheet? I have so many sheets up right now.
So much
There it is.
sheep.
Roll initiative. 5. Okay, so you are in battle with her now.
Yeah.
And you guys will go on
My turn.
on your
essentially.
turn, like near you, yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Um,
got it.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
I look at it's a. You say it's a. What are they? What are they?
She is a female. She does not have her mask off.
Okay. So I assume there's no way for you to just put down that gun and let me keep walking, right?
You're going to die in this cave.
That's what they all say.
Hmm?
Alright, well just and his head twitches a little bit. His eyes, his pupils narrow. He goes, "Let's do this." And he goes into rage. I'm not gonna go into frenzy just yet. But immediately dashes behind her with rage. And does. Are you reading the rage?
I always have to look at it. I never remember.
Are you so
Yeah.
Devin, are you teleporting behind him?
Well, dashing towards her.
Nothing personal.
And that hits.
Yeah.
Nothing
So,
personal.
Nothing
deals
persona
fi-
5.
Oh wait,
kid.
that didn't. Okay, so
You
that's
didn't hit
7.
rage.
'Cause
7.
I didn't hit the rage. Okay, so yeah, that's 7.
You catch her off guard, and she kind of you hit her, and then she rolls away from you, and she goes, "You're not gonna get the drop on me again."
Again?
And as she recovers from her roll, pew, pew, pew,
Wait a second.
she shoots at you with her blaster.
Okay.
Blast him, Gauntlet.
That's a hit.
Yes.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
8
Okay,
damage.
That's 4 damage.
that is for damage. And back to Mark.
Yes. Who is?
Suro.
Oh. Okay.
What are you gonna do, Brendan?
Hang on.
Varsk is still holding. Now the 3 of you are kind of close to him.
Okay. Wow. We're gonna overlook that anyway.
What are you giggling about? I don't care. Keep going.
No. It actually has something to do with what we're doing, so it's not like I'm
Oh,
just being a shitter for once. I'm actually.
Same.
I know. Big shock here. Guessing. So I still have my thing up.
Yes.
Well, you'll never guess what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit him again.
Ooh.
Go for
All right. And one. Oh, not gonna hit him.
In fact, roll your second damage.
The second damage
Oh no. I know what he's doing.
It goes towards your Master Real.
Yeah. How much damage is that?
Lightsaber around
8.
damage.
You can roll Saber Reflect. Don't forget. The
Might as
D6.
well. Yes.
It's a
Bloop,
6.
bloop. Oh god damn it! I always forget that doesn't roll it. Yeah, no, it's all good.
Hey, what did I tell
You're able
you?
to block most of that, but you take 2 damage still.
Ow! Careful, Suro.
And on that, it is your turn.
Yes, master.
You're a Sith in disguise. You are fooling me.
I'm not a Sith. I've done nothing wrong.
Yet.
Here it goes again. Brendan is always suspicious. It's like
Go,
I've done
go, go.
Every time you say that,
Brendan sus.
Fuck off. Turn.
I'm going to attempt to cloud his mind.
Okay.
How many hit points he got, Sean?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so. That was a bad roll. That is sadly my turn. Because
Go
I do
back,
not
it's
have
your
more than one action.
Okay, so step 1, grapple again, if possible.
Well, first, let me do a dex save, and he gets
Yeah,
hit. Do
he gets hit by the sentry sledge. Or
Sentry.
1d4. Sentry. A.
Okay.
1d20. Whoops. Hang on, no. Plus 2. Does that hit?
Does not. It goes by him.
Oof.
Dang. I retract the
Yeah.
grapple hook.
Yeah.
And can I move away from him a bit?
Yeah, you can back up.
Okay, I back up.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
Okay. He continues his battle with Suro.
All right.
Does that hit Suro?
Oh, fuck off. Yeah, it does.
7.
Already get TPK'd by a lizard man.
Hey,
forget
I'm
about-
not there.
I'm gonna use Saber Reflecting.
That is
Yeah, that's a d6.
It's 2d6 for me.
Is it? Oh, yeah, because I forgot you can use. Yeah, I'm letting you use both. In an actual campaign, I probably wouldn't let you do that, but you managed to block all of the damage.
Yes.
And he just looks at you upset. And Zadra, it's your turn in the other battle.
Like my like my balls turned ocean.
Zadra is just
Many
dead.
battles.
Like dead-eyed, staring towards her. Immediately goes back in for an attack and uses fuck it, why not? Uses Berserker Instincts to attack recklessly, so I have advantage.
Okay. That is going to hit.
And does 12 damage. So I'm just running circles around her, like slashing every opening I get a chance.
I'm running circles around.
As you attack, she does dodge through you and takes half of that damage.
Okay.
But you do,
fuck.
you and she like she
War of
dodges
1,000
through you
daggers.
and then starts blasting at you from behind.
That's a hit. Okay.
6 damage. 3 damage, yes. And back to the other fight. So Brendan, is your turn.
Excellent. What else can I do?
You do have some other stuff you have, you know?
I do.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What can I do?
There are some moves in here I really want to use, but I can't use them right now.
Why is that? Why
just
is that, Brendan?
Because I don't want to use them right now.
There's some
And-
moves
and-
that are just called Sith
Yeah,
underscore abilities.
exactly.
Hold on. SV underscore cheats 1.
That's weird.
Hey, this is still 5e, not Source Engine.
Player.add item Sith Saber 1.
What are you thinking, Brendan?
I'm thinking.
Can you see my character sheet?
Why
Oh, I
don't
can
you
sheet.
Why don't you use those abilities, Brendan? There's really no reason why you can't use abilities in front of your Jedi Master.
He's giving you a beating. He's really hurting you.
He is.
Uh,
You know what?
oh
Yeah.
God,
We're gonna do it.
no!
I'm gonna go ahead and use
Unlimited power.
I fucking knew it. I knew you were.
Oh, you are taking a beating from this dude. You're like on one knee, like blocking his blades, and your eyes grow hard, and you're mad.
Oh my
And you drop your sabers, and from your fingertips, lightning shoots out. And he's caught so off guard by this that you smack him right in the chest with it.
God, you.
Roll damage.
Ah, 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 ah.
And he goes flying backwards.
Now I'm just using storm trance.
My God, you absolute bastard.
Make sure to put on a Crown of Tempest.
No.
Chad, it is your turn.
I'm gonna use
Storm
Uh,
Dance's Brace.
nope.
What?
No.
he goes flying backwards, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use sanguine alchemy.
Oh no, Brendan.
God damn it! I spare a brief glance for Brendan, for Soro, and then I decide I shake my head and forcibly redirect my energies towards the fight. And then I lunge. I lunge forward at Lizard Boy with my lightsaber.
All right, go ahead.
There we go. Fucking finally. Is there anything I can do to increase the damage on this attack? No? No. Okay. That's
Go ahead,
fine.
roll it. All right, good damage. Okay. Wobeck, it is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's start with the sentry.
Yep. He does dodge your sentry's blast.
Get absolutely. No offense, but your sentry's kind of fucking useful.
It's hit most of the time.
12 damage.
Oh my god.
Did that really do 12 damage again? Wow.
Pretty sure.
Nice. Yes, it did. Consistency.
I am getting very tired of you.
I don't remember asking.
Doesn't heal that much that time, but he does aim his weapon at you, Josh. And
Oh no.
1,
Oh no.
2.
Those both hit.
Fucking god.
Ironic that the crit does less damage.
18 damage.
18, you say?
Yes.
That's a lot of
Oh.
damage.
Try that again.
Oh my lord.
And Zadra, it is your turn in the other battle.
One of you has Forcio, right?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Baby.
I mean, you might not. You fucking sick.
I continue.
I don't have Sith powers.
You just cast Force Lightning.
No.
I
What do you
continue
mean no?
vibrolancing with what's it called? With Berserker instincts.
Yeah.
It's called
her-
force tasing.
I'm gonna set you on fire.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And continue. 11.
Ah,
Just continue
that
cutting
one
at
hits
her.
her. That one hits her off guard. I'm impressed. Her mask has been blowed off, and you can see she's a Keldor underneath. Which I don't know if you know what Kiadi Mundi looks like, but she's got like this weird mask thing over her mouth.
Okay.
Or not Kiadi Mundi.
That's
just
Plo
look-
Koon.
I just look-
Plo Koon. Yes,
Yeah, Plo Koon.
he looks like she looks like Plo
Like the
Koon.
Easter Island head.
No. And she blasts at you again. And that hits.
Yeah.
She starts blasting.
Take 4 damage.
Take 2 damage.
Two. And you guys continue to circle each other. Soro, it's your turn again.
Yes, it is. With my
Come on,
newfound ability.
child.
I'm gonna do it again.
God damn it.
He doesn't expect it. And you hit him.
Take 6 lightning damage.
Ah, that's not very Jedi of you.
No,
It's your
it's
turn.
not. Suro, we will be having words.
Get rolled, idiot.
You know what? I'm sick of this guy dodging.
How about you just cut him down, man? You're the Master Jedi.
Nah, I'm gonna go on what worked before. It's this one, right? Yeah, there we go. No, that's not the one. God damn it. Is it project? It's project. There we go.
That's magic missile.
Mhm.
4,
2, 3.
9
Alright.
damage.
Mhm.
Now he's starting to look messed up. Is that all you've got? Wilbeck?
Oh no.
Show him what we got.
He's messed up. He's not thinking straight. He does get hit by the blast.
Finally.
Finally.
What do you mean finally?
Get
What,
him.
the first one you hit?
It's been hitting except for like 2 times. 1d4.
Too many.
Eh.
Come on.
Aye.
What do you got, human?
You want to know something? We're just gonna wait. Hang on. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Okay, so it's okay. Hey,
Whoever needs to succeed most, disadvantage.
I'm gonna roll that to Brendan.
oh, wait.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh, I
what?
gotta make a. Oh, it doesn't do the thing. Wait. Do I have this in my core?
I'm getting disadvantage.
Acid dart is.
Oh, I thought you did, but
That's
you
on there.
don't. It's just
Okay, I'll just roll it.
yeah.
Slash R 1d20 plus 2.
Yeah, sucks when it's you get the disadvantage, isn't it, Brandon?
Does a 21 hit?
Oh, that hits.
And that is 4d4.
Yes.
Oh. Could have been better, but okay.
Roll another d4 or 2d4. I want to see some. With that,
That will do it.
I'm
I will break you.
dead. Yet. And he falls over, and his eyes stare lifelessly at the ceiling.
I pick up my sentry and I proceed onward.
Zadra, how goes your battle with Sorrow?
It's not a battle with Suro yet.
We continue.
Yes.
Absolutely no interruptions so far.
No.
Just circling.
Yes.
Circling menacingly.
Zadra doesn't really talk when he's enraged.
No, of course not.
So he once again slashes back at her, once again sacrificing the advantage.
Go ahead.
He knows he's doing more to her than she's doing to him, so he knows
Yeah.
it's just a matter of time. 10.
And with that, how do you kill her?
We're circling. She moves forward one step to take a shot instead of moving backwards, and he kicks out her knee from under her and swipes through her neck in one clean movement.
Nice.
And with that, she's dead. And I'm just gonna be honest with everybody here. We gotta wrap this up. So I'm about to cutscene us. You guys all gather up. Zadra very impressively having taken down one of them by himself. But you guys taking on a very difficult opponent, the 3 of you. Good job.
Yay.
And as you
Great
guys
value, Bosk.
As you guys continue through the tunnels, it makes way into an underground warehouse that is just filled with weapons and food and armor, everything that you could possibly need. And as you enter, you see the Rhodian that you guys met the other day, with Mattel, and he's just loading up a ship with everything that he can take. And he looks over his shoulder and he sees you guys, and he continues going, and then he stops, and he looks over his shoulder again, and he goes, "Where's Varsk?
Dead.
Dead.
Where's Sorrow?
I killed her myself.
Do you take prisoners?"
I do.
No. Take heads.
Nope. What?
You're an
Rod turns to the
engineer. My pupils instantly dilate, and I turn to him. You're an engineer. You can't do anything here.
I
What the
point
hell?
to the hole that dude, that lizard boy shot in me. I hold up my bloody grapple hook on my left wrist and the sentry turret that I'm carrying in my right hand, and I look him dead in the eyes, and I'm like, "I'd like you to shut up."
All right, cool.
Continue,
I'm
and
glad you got
undoubtedly-
injured, because that makes it so much easier if I have to finish this entire fight myself. No.
What if I
Roll a shut up check.
Zadra, Tin, stand down. Yes, we take prisoners. You have information that's very valuable to us.
I'll spill everything. I'll tell you all about the Nile.
Good choice.
The river.
All right. But we should probably get on my ship because the world's about to end.
Ah, yes, that.
You guys take him prisoner and load up onto the ship?
Yes.
You guys load up onto the ship. You guys take off. I assume Dr. Woback, you're flying.
Oh yeah.
As you get away from the planet, or as you know, you don't get away from the planet. You're still flying away from like the base, and this thing is fucking. You can see it in the sky moving.
Jesus.
And above you, you hear the familiar sound of a Vector, which is the Jedi's personal starfighter.
Oh.
They're just little triangle things that look like they should not be able to fly, but because of the Force, they do.
Damn, this is awkward.
They go, there's a boom as they break the sound barrier, point upwards, and then go blasting off into space. And as they fly away, Master Rial, your communicator begins to beep.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck are you doing on this?
Do you answer it?
I do.
What the fuck is up, Kyle?
Oh, thank the Force I was able to get to you, Master. My name is Padawan Valen. The Masters here at the Enclave just took off to go and try and stop that emergence. I'm gonna patch you into my Master now. And you just get a moment of static before you hear the familiar beeping of cockpit instruments. Master Rial?
Speaking.
This is Jedi Master Serene. Master Rex and I are going to try and stop the debris, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it on our own. We need any help that you can provide.
Of course. What's your coordinates?
She sends you her coordinates and you guys take off after her. And as you guys fly after her, she explains to you that according to Republic Intel, other groups have been stopping these emergencies by using the Force to slow the debris enough so that a Republic freighter can then attach mag links to the debris and catch it.
We're
As
going
you guys,
to catch it.
as you guys approach, and the reason they say they catch them instead of shooting them out of the sky, this is a new development. It was a transport freighter, the Legacy run that exploded.
Mm.
People are still alive in the wreckage pieces.
Oh, my God.
The ship sealed before it exploded, and there are people inside of these emergencies barreling towards planets.
Oh my.
You guys get close enough to the wreckage, you can see it moving, and it's getting closer to Dantooine. And a Dantooine defense freighter comes in with the maglinks. And Rial, Mac, Rex, and Serene, you four Jedi all reach out with the Force, and you try to slow the debris enough that the defense freighter can grab it with the mag links.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not working.
Oh no.
They fire the mag links once and it misses.
Mm-hmm.
Fire it twice and it misses. We've only got one more shot. And just as it seems that all hope is lost, you two Jedi feel a strong presence in the Force entering the system. Sergeant Zadra, you receive a hail from a Republic freighter, the Starhopper.
Hey yo!
When I tell you that is actually the canon name of what is coming, and I did not name that,
That's
That's
nuts, dude.
amazing.
I'm serious.
That is
Excuse me,
incredible.
Communicator.
The Starhopper? Thank you.
Yes, the Starhopper. Over your communicator, you hear, worried I was. Too late we would be.
Oh my god.
Oh, the OG's here.
Oh shit.
Help has arrived.
Master Yoda.
Master Rial. A lot of trouble you have found yourself.
That seems to be a habit recently.
Well, worry not. A ship full of younglings I have brought.
Hey, wait a minute.
Uh,
I know this episode.
Come now, younglings. Out you must. Find the debris. Open your mind. Have it to you? Now pull. All together. Pull. And with the combined effort of 5 Jedi Masters and a ship full of younglings, the wreckage slows down enough, and the mag clamps fire and catch the debris.
Nice.
And the destruction of
Good
Dantooine
ending.
has been averted.
Nice.
And again, we're a cutscene. Continuing the cutscene to the ending. It's 2 in the morning. I didn't think this was going to take this long.
This is what I'm worried about my session 2 shot. It's gonna take forever.
Welcome to one shots. They take
So-
too long.
Yes. So, you guys speak with Master Yoda. He had been nearby when he heard about that there was an emergence at Dantooine, and he risked the hyperspace travel. And he tells you, "We'll keep this secret." Being like, "Don't fucking tell anyone, or Master Yoda is gonna go after you." He brought his ship that he's been
OD on ketamine and kill you.
he has been taking the ship. He took the ship, the Starhopper, from Coruscant with a ship full of younglings, and they've been going on this like exploratory adventure so that he can teach these younglings with practical experience. And they were nearby, jumped into hyperspace, and came to help.
Nice.
Isn't it illegal to do hyperspace right now?
No?
That's
No.
It is
No.
not telling anybody. You're
Tell
out.
anyone you must not.
Oh, no one, you must not.
Or Yoda.
Bring you over with my Honda Civic. I will.
Gemini,
So
I am.
No, stop. Let Sean finish the session.
Okay.
with the resolution that it turns out Sandra was never trying to go after Mattel's land, and Mattel's son had just gone off to bang Sandra's daughter.
Mhm.
Their feud stops.
Nice.
They stop fighting. Mattel says, all my food will be the Republic's. I'm going to stop storing up shit because it just made me a target for the Nile. And I will actually sell you guys more now. So once the hyperspace,
Hoggers.
we'll be able to repair the Outer Rim.
Let's go.
Nice.
The hyperspace blockade is lifted, and you all are able to travel to the Starlight Beacon. And you all arrive safe and sound after your adventure on Dantooine.
Yay, the good ending.
Master
Yay!
Rial,
We got the good ending. Yay.
you
say?
both, Brendan and Chad, Master Rial, Padawan, you both settle into your new shared quarters in the Jedi District of Starlight and begin Suro's training in earnest, although there's probably going to have to be a discussion about what happened with the Force Lightning. But we don't have time.
Very
Sorry.
much.
Don't worry about it.
That's not
Sorry.
a discussion.
Sergeant Zadra, you meet up with your new squad and you guys are awaiting your first assignment. And Dr. Wobeck, you officially open your office on the station, and all of the
illegal
contracts
office.
begin to roll in as you begin your personal studies in the Outer Rim.
Nice.
A few days later, the Starlight Station dedication ceremony occurs. Dr. Wobeck, you are in the crowd with the other partiers. But Sergeant Zadra, you and your squad are covering all the entrances into the chamber.
Yeah.
Master Riaro and Suro are on stage with the rest of the Jedi, though. There's a big stage. The Jedi are all on the stage dressed in their golden formal attire.
My eyes thin,
front
and I
of the-
grab my. Oh, sorry.
I get to the top of a building in Coruscant.
At the front of the
Immediately
stage,
drop position.
Oh my god.
you recruit to Sergeant Zadra's squad is Private Maverick.
Maverick.
Great idea, Mango. At the front of the stage, the Marshal of Starlight Station and Jedi Master Avar Kriss gives her speech. She says, "My friends, this beacon is a symbol of hope, not just for pioneers on the frontier or for those who join the Republic day by day. Starlight is a symbol of hope for the entire galaxy, a symbol of trust, of unity. Whenever you feel alone, whenever darkness closes in, hear our signal and know that the Force is with you. Know that we are with you. This is our promise. This is our covenant." She ignites her lightsaber and raises it to the sky and says, "For light and life." The rest of the Jedi on the stage all ignite their lightsabers and "For light and life." The crowd cheers. Dun 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 dun. The
There's a
credits
red
roll.
lightsaber in the crowd.
Yeah, holy fuck,
God.
we finished.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Cool.
nice.
That was great, Sean.
It's a good
I'm
glad you
great
enjoyed it.
Sean.
Holy fuck.
I'm gonna end the recording now. So, for
Wait,
YouTube-
really quickly.
Okay.
The pictures.
Pictures,
First
yeah.
picture of the planet is from Star Wars Resistance, the show. The picture of the surface that I'm cutting to right now is from StarWars.com. The picture of the field is from the Strongholds of Resistance source book. I just cut to it, and the pictures of the crystal caves is just a screenshot straight from KOTOR.
Nice.
Isn't Dantooine? Isn't that like season 1 Clone Wars? Aren't they there?
I don't think they go there in season 1 of Clone Wars.
Anyway, if you're watching this on
Yes, I-
YouTube, subscribe, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, all that good stuff. If you're watching this on Twitch, thank you for watching us live. We all really appreciate
Yes,
it.
thank you.
But I'm gonna end the recording here. So,